just, there was a good couple folks that was coming a little, like, hey, let's relax. Let's not do that.
I ain't tripping on that. I just like, I wish, I just find it funny when they say, scared. I mean, have you looked, have you looked up my name?
Yeah. I specifically honed in on that word, and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's it at all. That wouldn't make any sense. I think that it was imperative to, let this person pretty much just make an ass of themselves. And do with that what you will. And I'm not sure if this person will be coming back on today, but I think that would make a very interesting conversation if he did.
Oh, Earl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just find it funny, like, when I was reading, I was like, they said don't be direct. I don't understand how I wasn't direct. I stood on business. I said what I said. Jay Ease came up and said what he said. Direct. When people say direct, I know what you mean, though. You want me to go off. I can't do that. I'm not in a position to go off because every time I open my mouth or go off, I get shut down because I have many haters. Mm-hmm. So if I go off and get out of character, and sometimes it's going to happen because I just get frustrated. But if I go off, who wins? They win. I was shut down. We can't have the conversation. But when I'm being direct with him by saying, or any person by saying, hey, if 98% of the SA cases, or great cases, are reported to be true, then believe women. There was one thing that Earl said, and I got on him about that. Me and J.E.'s got on him about that. He did say that what you typed in. He did say that if he didn't say if 3 rapists, he said if 3 he actually said if 3 murderers or 3 bad people locked up, right? If 3 bad people, that could be any crime. If 3 bad people, he would rather 3 bad people get free than to have 1 innocent person locked up. And I said that don't even make sense. Have them be free for what? To go out and do it again? So I literally was checking what he said right then and there, trying to, like, how did you even get to that mindset? But that was me being direct. That to me, check, like, huh? Like, what? For them to get out and do it again? That's stupid, right?
I wish that I was present when he said that, because, like, I didn't get to hear that exchange. I came in afterwards. But I mean, either way, it was just, that's an absolutely disgusting comment to make. Yeah. Like, that's just one of the most vile things I've ever heard somebody say on here.
He was trying to take the moral high ground. 1 innocent person is too many. Oh, nigga, shut up. The system ain't perfect. And nobody's saying that person shouldn't get back what he lost, or the person who lied upon him or her shouldn't be thrown under the jail. But you're not going to make me question the majority of women because of a few women that have lied about that. That's so I don't understand how I could be more direct in what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. And J.E.'s even came in and even said how they work simultaneously, hand in hand. Like, it's like, I don't know. I know what direct means. Direct means you want me to go off. But if I go off, we can't have the conversation.
Right.
So I'm not. And then not only that, the reason I didn't bring up women or a lot of women in the conversation was because I knew that Earl was the target. I wasn't protecting him. I was protecting the platform. Because if you come in challenging him and you're going off because of the negative stuff that he done said, right? I get shut down and penalized for that too. Because I don't even be the one talking half the time. When I'm not even talking, I let people talk, and then I get yeeted for 7 days. And it's like, I'm like, what did I do? I wasn't even talking at the time, TikTok. And then they get me for harassment and whatever the other one is. I'm like, I wouldn't even talk. I literally sent them one time. They gave it back because I sent them a personal message saying I wasn't even talking at the time y'all banned me, and they did a review and gave it to. But it took them 4 days. I was already eating for 4 days for them to give it back. So it's like, but at certain times I can't do that. I'll let you. Sometimes a mod that are women, because most of my mods are women, come up and address that guy, but I can't let everybody every time come up and say something of disdain. But when it's a man-to-man conversation, you got to let it rock. And I'm not trying to be mean, but if you cannot handle what the men are going to say sometimes, then perhaps you shouldn't be over here, because the point of the panel was to check me in. But you do have a voice and you can come up when I let you up. I was going to let women up. I let women up on YouTube. No, I don't have a Patreon yet. I don't think we're big enough to even start a Patreon yet. But maybe I'll start one if you want me to. I'll go ahead and start one. But like, again, I let women come up all the time. That's why I'm like, because I didn't let y'all come up at that one time. But again, being stern with somebody doesn't mean I have to go off. Being direct with somebody doesn't mean it has to be your form of, or their form, not you, but their form of direct. Because direct can mean, oh, you're a worthless piece of this and blah, 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 blah. And you hate women. If I get to doing that, we don't have a conversation no more. And now you're mad because I got shit, not y'all, but now we can't continue the conversation and actually expose how disgusting some people can be and actually try to address it. Are we trying to reach and change the mindsets, or are we doing entertainment? Which one is it?
Right.
So it depends. I mean, they have the right to feel however they want to feel, but I found that and then acknowledge gifts. I'm not a tap dancer. I say thank you for the support of the platform all the time. I shout out the super chats. I shout out the cash apps. I do like this on the live when people send gifts. I don't understand what it's like. You can't make me. I'm already made. I don't know how else to. I can only be me. That's what makes me me. But I wish they was in, because they could talk. They could talk to me, but I don't know who these people are, and we don't want to.
I definitely didn't want to throw names, but it was something. I openly suggested hey, I don't think that Shannon's the kind of person to be closed-minded about you guys, talking about it and expressing what your issue may have been with that particular live, because I had even suggested maybe he can set up a live where Earl comes back and you guys talk for a little bit first, and then have some of the women that have some words for him come up, maybe a couple at a time, and ask him some questions, or and they were like, yeah, cool, we'll probably do that. But I was just like, well, I wouldn't want it to come from an odd space, so I figured I would just.
If they want me, I can hit up Earl in a DM. I don't think he would be interested in it, but I could hit up Earl in a DM and see if he wanted to come back and run it back. Because I want to know, how did you get to this mindset? I don't understand how you got to the mindset of questioning. Never mind, I do. Because a few have lied, all have lied. And that's what that means. That's what, I can't get down like that. I can't believe that. That's stupid.
Thank you guys for the gifts.
Some hating dude was in my comments talking about something, but some if what are you saying, J Smooth? What are you saying? Like, what are you saying? Man, if a woman tell you she was SA'd or great, bro, believe her. What does it hurt to believe?
So I guess I wanted to say this because I do have a very close relative of mine who was falsely accused not even 2 years ago. And it was bad. It was really bad. I don't even want to give too much detail, but it got bad. And the chick ended up recanting what she said, and charges were dropped. And thankfully he was able to get his job back and everything, but that could have been so much worse than it was. And it was already bad, $30,000-$40,000 later. You know, it was just, it's messed up. I think when people say believe women, men automatically get in defense mode because they're like, yeah, no, there are some women that don't tell the truth. And this is true. There are some women that do not tell the truth. And I personally believe that there needs to be a certain level of proof, obviously, because if that's the case, then anyone can come and say, so I could say you knocked me in the eye. We've never even been in the same room. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's kind of immediately where their mind goes. But you know, that's clearly not the majority of women. I think there are much more specific situations that do have a lot more proof involved and do have a lot more things that make sense. And that seems to be still those spaces where men are like, oh, no, she lying. She got to prove it. She got to jump through hoops to prove it, even though this dude is proven to be a dirtbag and has probably been accused by many other women prior to, you know, or if he's known to be one of those locker room talk kind of guys. If it's that kind of situation, I don't see how men can jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, she's probably just trying to ruin this man's life. Like, no, let's look at things for what they are sometimes and think she just might be telling the truth. Let me just fall back until we know a little bit more instead of jumping the gun and saying that she is lying or that she, you know, is somehow reacting to something that didn't go her way, because 9 times out of 10, that's not true. Just as much risk comes to a man when he's accused, that's just as much scrutiny as a woman is subjected to when she's coming out and telling the truth. You know, she's scrutinized at her workplace. Her family members are asking her crazy questions like, why would you put yourself in that situation? You know, she's being like, hell, even if she has a partner, there are some men that are not understanding of her being SA'd and they look at her differently if they're not emotionally intelligent enough and supportive enough and they let their ego get in before the relationship in her. So it's a double-edged sword in a sense. And I think people just need to, you know, try to put themselves in other people's shoes sometimes.
Remember the woman that said she was blah, 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 but she was trying to help a little. All right, boy. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Nobody's saying that though. Nobody should be saying that the ones that get lied upon, right, that there shouldn't be justice for the person that was lied upon, because again, you know, his or her reputation is messed up. They spent a lot of time in jail. They came out a lot of money defending themselves. Yeah. I think we should change the system to not let people who do those type of things just get away with it. Their fine should be discarded. All of that. But at the same time, I'm going to always believe the woman over the man just because of the data. Point blank period. I mean, okay, one person get lied upon versus the many that were telling the truth. Come on now. And I don't think that's what he was understanding. But go ahead, some guy. You wanted to jump in?
Yeah, what's up? Isn't believing a victim standard in what we do with any crime? Like, if you came at me and was like, hey, man, I got robbed, am I supposed to just not believe you because and wait for some evidence or something? Or I'm on some level, I'm just going to believe you because you're telling me and I got nothing to kind of like not believe you for, you know what I mean? Like, we don't prove negatives. Somebody say, hey, man, you know, somebody pulled a gun on me down the street or something, or sorry, pew pew. I'm going to believe them, you know, until it's proven false. You know what I mean? So isn't that just standard? Shouldn't we just believe the victim?
That's actually a good switch up. Let's ask the men that.
Socially, logically, yes, right. That's where your mind goes. That's what logical thinkers, you know, that's how they process their thoughts when it comes to these things. But unfortunately, we have a criminal justice system that literally states proven innocent until proven guilty. So it isn't really viewed from that state. It's viewed in the reverse, which gives predators an advantage. And not only that, when they're convicted, their sentences are petty as hell. Like it's practically a slap on the wrist. I personally think that people need to be locked away and never see the light of day again. They shouldn't be able to, like, it's not like America has a rehabilitation system, really. We don't have that kind of that kind of system. So it doesn't make sense to let these people continue to go back out into society, or only let them, be in prison for a short amount of time.
Mhm.
It's not beneficial to anybody. It's not beneficial to the taxpayer. It's not beneficial to the victim. It's not beneficial to the person who can possibly be unalive, because he's going to get out and do the same shit he did, and he going to fuck around and find out with the wrong person. So, yeah, it's all bad.
Did they have any more grievances?
But from my understanding, when we say believe the victim, we're not saying, okay, so-and-so accused this man of SA, automatically throw him in jail. We're saying, no, she's a victim. This should be investigated, and he should get his day in court. So I don't get why people are so against that. Just like my original example, like if somebody said, hey man, some guy robbed me or something, then they should go collect the evidence, and if there's evidence, take me to jail, and then we go to court. Like, that's kind of all, at least that's how I took it. That's kind of all we're saying, is if a woman says she was SA, this should be looked into by law enforcement. Not, hey, the dude's automatically guilty, he should go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but and I think the public do a bad job when they hear a woman come out and say that she was, I don't know, hit, punched, messed over, anything, right? The public opinion, usually coming from the man's side, will be like, she lying. Don't believe that. It seems fake. Something's off about her. Why was she there? We get to asking dumb questions, and so she's already guilty, or she's already accused of being a liar by the guys before she even gets to the freaking courthouse. But what the term believe women just means, hey, don't invalidate their story before they get a chance to prove their story. That's all that means. Believe them until proven wrong. There's nothing like the definition of believe, bro, is literally to accept as true, right? Don't we be having people say your truth? What if her truth in that moment, right, was that she got SA'd? She got great. So believe it. And then see what the process goes. But don't just discard her story and act like women just out here lying about grape when we know that that's statistically false. It's just false. If 98% of those cases are proven to be true, accurate, and have happened, then why worry about the 2%? Why then question women as a whole? Because, oh my goodness, 3 women worldwide lied. So now we need to stop believing women as a majority, because women be lying about grape. She wanted it. Why was she there? What did she do? That's what we get to ask. Why was she there? What did she do? And what was she wearing? What is she what's her body count? Is she promiscuous? It's like, goddamn. And even if she is promiscuous, does she deserve to be SA, nigga? Because that's literally what Earl tried to say. That's bro. I can't.
He need help for real. And I mean, I think in our society, men they shift their mind in that way. If women dress provocatively or whatever, going out to the club, in a relationship or not, it doesn't matter. They look at it as, if anything bad happens to this woman tonight, it's clearly on her.
It's
because
on her.
She got dressed. She made a decision to attract the wrong crowd, and pretty much joke's on you. But it's like, I say this, and it ties into the mentality that he was stating, right? Like, I don't mess with 304s, blah, 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 but yet you'll smash them, right? These men, they regurgitate that, well, if she doesn't respect herself, why do I have to respect her? Well, if you're a respectful person, you're going to be a respectful person. It doesn't matter if a person doesn't respect themselves. I don't feel the need to disrespect somebody just because they come off as somebody who doesn't take pride in themselves physically. That would be like throwing slurs and bullying somebody who's 600 pounds. Like, why would I feel the need to berate somebody just because they don't live like or look like me, or if they just happen to not be on the right path? It says more about you to feel the urge to try to humble that person, go out of your way to humble this person, or to go out of your way to condemn this person and blame them for anything that bad that happens to them, which was solely the other person's decision. It says a lot about you. It's like, where do you draw the line? Like you're practically saying that if you could get away with it, you would be the one doing it to this person. That's how I look at you when you say shit like that.
So my thing is, does a woman with, like, it's like, because when he tried to say something about that, like, my God, I don't believe in Smex work, but if she's a Smex worker, does that mean she deserves it? She deserves for it to be taken from her? So if a Smex worker comes out and says that she was great, even though that this is her line of work, there's a moral compass there. Like, she don't deserve the right to have consensual intercourse. She just, because she's a sex worker, if she says that she was great, that's her fault. Like, it's like, I'm like, what? Like, the mentality for you to say that, oh, they literally got conversations where they're saying these OnlyFans women don't respect themselves. So if an OnlyFans woman gets essayed and she comes out and says that she was essayed, or I'm sorry, great, she comes out and says she was great, nigga, did she deserve it or something? Like, what are you trying to say? Like I'm that's why I got to asking questions, because I was literally confused. It's sometimes when they want me to check the man so hard, sometimes I'm in shock by the things I hear. So it's like, bro, what do you mean by that? Like, what the fuck? How did you get
there? For a smooth 30, 45 minutes, I was in shock. I was like, this motherfucker is serious.
I was like, how do we get here? How do we get to, because she is a promiscuous woman, or she's not the type of woman that falls into your type of worldview of what a woman should be, she deserves to be great, my nigga? So now we got to question her character and question her more, nigga. If she say that she was great, believe it until it's a lie, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Don't discredit her. Don't get to and then asking questions. You're not the one that's supposed to be asking questions, nigga. It's not your job. Let the police do their investigation. Let the actual people that work in this line of work, right, actually do their goddamn job. Well, why were you there? What were you wearing? I don't even want to hear nothing about clothes. Clothes don't equal great. That's another stupid conversation. If she goes to a club and something happens to her, she deserves it. I don't be honest. I do not understand these niggas. I don't. Listen, I ain't gonna even say this a new batch of men. This the same men.
There are men that believe that they can't even grate their own wives.
That's why we have to have a law.
Let that sink in. Like, there are men that think, well, I've slept with this woman a multitude of times. There's no possible way that she can say no and mean it, or there's no way that this could be considered great because I already have a romantic relationship with this person. They can't. There are men that can't digest the concept of consent, romantically or not. And that says a lot about how much the society has failed boys and men. I mean, because it starts when they're boys. It starts when they're boys. It starts with the if he hits you, he must like you nonsense. And it just builds from there. Like, and I can't tell you how many times I heard it. There was this little mofo in middle school that, well, he started elementary school. I will never forget. I want to say his full name on here, but I know you got YouTube and all this stuff, so I'm not going to do it. But he used to mess with me all the time. One of them tried to even stuff me into a locker once. It was a whole slew of nonsense, and then I had to go crash out on him. But anyway, and then when I say crash out, I chased Buddy with a 2x4 on wood shop because he threw juice at me, trying to be like, I don't remember. Anyway, I almost got thrown in juvie over that. But anyways, I've never been in trouble with the law, guys, by the way. I've dodged it for the last 31 years. But things like that, had it been dealt with more directly sooner, those encounters wouldn't have to be had by girls, especially Black girls, because I feel like we deal with that far more than our other counterparts. You know, we develop sooner than some of the other girls. So we got to deal with that on top of a whole bunch of other nonsense. And dudes like that, we're one of those boys. I guarantee you he used to terrorize girls in school. Just by his rhetoric, you can tell that's what kind of dude he is.
He wouldn't even tell me what his body count was. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I did find that very weird that he refused to do that. And I'm like, either it's so little that he's almost ashamed to admit it, or he knows it is high as hell and it would contradict everything that he said. It was one of the two. Because, I mean, I've yet to meet a man that absolutely refused to answer that question unless he was married.
Yeah. Yeah. But I can understand that. But like him, like when these dudes get to talking, like because I know for a fact that majority of the time, right, men have they have more of a body count than their wife or than their significant, their other. He wouldn't even be honest with that. Like, and one thing that I have heard in this space, which makes me upset, is that 1 minute we about numbers, the statistics, facts, and evidence. Next minute we about this is my personal experience. I'm outside. I see. But wait a minute. So I'm supposed to judge everything by what you experience, man? I'm looking at numbers. He knows those. He knows the spaces he be in where them dudes are mostly they weaponize statistics. So when I flip the script and find statistics that actually suit the women better, right? Now it's like, oh no, I'm actually outside. I'm outside, fam. You can't go by the numbers. Nigga, stop, bro. I ain't trying to hear all that, bro.
But that's what everything, though. That's what everything, though. Even the Bible. They love to bring up the Bible. These men that haven't stepped a damn toe in the church since they were baptized when they were newborns. They want to bring up the Bible and claim, oh, well, it's meant for men to be with multiple women. We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, and we're supposed to be the head of the house. We're supposed to, the woman's supposed to come after the man, and then the children. But I was like, okay, well, when it comes to providing, why don't you refer to the Bible? You guys don't believe in providing, but you throw the Bible out there when it comes to you not having any self-control when it comes to snacks.
Well, we don't
they talk about being fruitful and multiplying, but they bank accounts ain't fruitful and multiplying.
Exactly. Like, how does that work?
I just find it hilarious because you don't.
Dudes be having 4 baby mamas and making $40 grand a year.
Oh, people don't know how to. People don't know. They already say we don't read. We don't read. Reading comprehension, man. Not what that means. Them niggas literally try. Jazz, you was here. They literally try. You know how they keep trying to blame Eve? And I literally read the scripture where it says the sin came through the world through one man. I read it verbatim and even go down the passage, and they still be trying to say the apple. Nigga, we don't even know what kind of fruit it is. First of all, I don't know where y'all niggas keep getting apples from. It says fruit, not apple, nigga. But so that's how I know you're an idiot. Right, but I mean, they fruit. No, it says fruit, nigga. It didn't say an apple, nigga. Like, what do y'all be talking about? All right, like I really be confused.
It could have been a banana for all we know.
We don't know what it could have been in the shape of a book. Like we don't know what kind of fruit it was. Right?
The story clearly told Adam not to eat the fruit, not Eve.
Literally,
he never told Eve not.
Literally.
Like we read it, but.
And dare they tell the story exactly how it actually went, though, because that would mean that Adam was the one that deceived Eve, and he was giving direct instructions that he chose not to follow, and Eve ended up taking fall for his shit. And mind you, I'm not religious, but I was raised Baptist. I used to go to church like 6 days a week. My father was a pianist. His father is a pianist. I've heard it all. I've been to every church you could possibly think of, and it's all the same nonsense. The men pick and choose what they want to hold to their belt, and the rest, it goes in one ear and out the other.
I just find it funny because my church, like, they go over scripture and passages. They don't be like, women, what you need to do is commit to a man. It never has happened like that. We go scripture, we go time, setting, place, and historic and history to say what was the overall message of a parable or something like that. I have never been to a sermon at my church and the dude and my pastor starts speaking to women. Keep your legs closed. Stop. Like it never has started like that. That's why I find it. So I find it hilarious. I'll be like, bro, what kind of churches are y'all going to?
I don't know. I've been to some wild churches where they say some wild things.
I wish
but I feel like churches are evolving though. Especially the non-denominational churches, they seem to be on the right path. But yes, I've been in some of them old school crazy some crazy churches.
And then like if you was to actually like read the Bible, it's literally written. There's more scripture addressing men than women. So why do you keep going to the ones that address women? I never understood that. You can use a passage and talk about women in the Bible or the story of Ruth and the story of Solomon when he was being faithful to one woman, the songs of Solomon, all that. You can do that if you want to, but how do you keep missing all the passages about men and fornication and literally David being a man after God's own heart, but unaliving his best friend to get to his wife? A whole bunch of stuff, like you can't talk about it, fam. Lucifer. I mean, not Lucifer. One of the 12 disciples unaliving Jesus over 30 pieces of silver, right? It's like, why won't y'all address that? Talk about how deceptive men be. Talk about how evil men be, bro. It wasn't a man that killed Jesus. I'm sorry, it wasn't a woman that killed Jesus or sold him out. Oh Lord, I never even said that before until today.
That's true.
True. Oh my God, it was just.
Women in the Bible was kissing Jesus' feet.
Wait a minute. I have never said that until today. I've never even thought about that until today.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, the problem's men, fam. The problem is men. the problem is right there. The problem is men. It's like, bro, can y'all, let's just. But again, if you want to have Bible studies and stuff like that, of course you can address it all. But how do you keep picking verses on women? I don't understand. That just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I'm sorry. It's like 3 a.m. here, so I've got to be really quiet.
Okay.
But one thing I've noticed is all crime that is committed by most crime that are committed by men is based on emotion, jealousy, anger, vitriol, anything, right? Yet they call women emotional, but yet it's been statistically proven that most crime committed by women are logical based, right? Money or self-defense, things like that, right? So most people that get in trouble in school are what gender? Boys. Why do they get in trouble? Because they demonstrate a lot of anger, they demonstrate a lot of vitriol, they demonstrate a lot of hatred. Men need to realize that anger is an emotion. It's not like anger is an emotion. When you show anger, and people need to realize as well that passion is a form of anger, right? So when a man is passionate about something, they are showing an emotion, and they are definitely way less to, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? They do not have self-regulation. I feel like men are raised to not be self-regulated. And like the only form of emotional expression that they are capable of demonstrating is anger. And they don't even do that healthily. They don't even do that in a way, like, look at the guy that literally just the case in Germany that pushed off 2 women off a high, I think it was a 160 feet drop into a gorge just because he got rejected. Like, it's literally, this is the thing of women. And I think most men believe that that women lie about SA because of the availability cascade. The more a belief is pushed out, irregardless of the truth, the more it's believed. And that's what's happening, is that these men live in a echo chamber that is being funded by women lie. Women are this, women are that, women are this, women are that. And they don't want to venture out of that echo chamber and do their research, because then they will have to look in the mirror and confront themselves and confront their ideals and confront what is wrong with them, that they're not able to get the woman that they want, that they're not able to live the life that they want. No man wants to ever confront themselves in the mirror, because men have lived in privilege. Men can live in the privilege of being unemotionally aware. They can live in the privilege of being ignorant of other people's emotions, because it necessarily does not impact them. Whereas women can't do that. We can't walk into the world and live whoop-de-doo-de-doo, nothing's gonna happen to me. Because the minute we go outside, 12 years old, we're confronted with the fact that we are now able to attract men. I remember being 12 years old, walking the streets of London, being approached by men that were in their 30s, men that were in their 40s. And I'm like, I'm 12.
That's disgusting.
And they wouldn't believe me.
Oh, yes, same. I was 8.
That's
exactly. They would not believe me.
That's disgusting.
And the crime,
That's
thing that I'm seeing right now, in terms of the questioning of SA victims, I don't understand why SA victims are the one crime where it's okay to question the validity of SA, of the person being SA'd.
Because
like,
I'll answer. It's because they have a mindset that y'all want it. I promise you. I promise you, that's what it comes like. Y'all want it. Y'all provoked them. Y'all led them on. Don't act like you didn't want it and stuff like that. That's why. That's what these niggas say. I'm sorry. That's what these men say. That's what they say.
That's disgusting to me.
Well, that's what they say.
That's disgusting.
I think it's also, I definitely think that's what it is, Shan, but I also think that if men allow themselves to believe that a good amount of men are capable of this, I think that it would do something to them mentally and emotionally.
But the thing is,
like, hold on. It would do something to them mentally, saying that, oh wow, men, people like me, my species is barbaric. Like, they have to come to terms to that. They would have to admit that there's something inherently different about them than women. And to them, that's like admitting that quote unquote women are better than men. And it doesn't even have to be that, but just to be able to come to terms with that. I mean, it's almost like white tea guilt in a sense. Like, to me, that's what it correlates with. For white tea people to, if most of them were fully aware of the history of our country and what is currently still being done to Black people, I really do think that a lot of them would struggle more with the guilt of it as opposed to the act and the actual crimes of it. You see? So I think it's the same when it comes to men in these topics. They would have a harder time coming to grips with the fact that, oh, people like me are really capable of this, and it's happening so much more than what I could imagine, and I don't know how I can handle that. Because that would mean that there's a change that they have to collectively make, and they're not ready to do that.
But the thing is, these men know. It's not like a shocking disbelief, because think of it in a scenario, right, where they say it's not all men, and then you get a male friend, and what's the first thing a man will say to you? I know how men think. I know how men are. Yeah? When a man says, I need to protect my wife, my sister, my daughter, my mother, from who? Who are you protecting me from? Because it's not yourself. Man. So who are you protecting me from? It's other men. They know. They know that there's an issue. They know that there's a problem. They know that it's prevalent enough for them to feel worried about the people that are in their lives. But they just don't care. because that's why I say all the time, when people like to say, oh, imagine if it was your sister, imagine if it was your, why do you need to imagine that it's someone close to you? Why can you not have enough empathy to empathize with somebody that has no relation with you? That is not your sister. That is not your brother. That is not your that is not your sister. That is not your wife. That is not your daughter. That's not even your friend. Why do you not have enough empathy to empathize with someone who has no relation to you? And the main problem is these young boys are not being taught to empathize. These young boys are not being taught to consider other people's feelings. Boys are raised to be selfish.
Matt, so I think you hit on something. I'm some guy, by the way. But I think they do empathize. But I think they empathize with the male because they see themselves in it and they know they be doing some of the same messed up stuff. So they're not defending this dude. They feel like they're sort of defending themselves because, like, if you talk to like enough men about stuff they've done with women sexually, it won't take much time to figure out that they've crossed some lines in some situations that some of them should maybe be behind bars right now. And I think they understand that. So they always want to come out and defend the dude because I feel like they're defending themselves.
I think the main problem is that men are sexually attracted to women, but they're not socially attracted to women.
Yeah, that too.
That's the main issue, is that men are sexually attracted to women, but they're not socially attracted to women.
I think they sexually attracted to men.
I'm
not gonna lie to you. I at this day and age, as much as I hear them say what they don't like about women, I'll do you one better. Matter of fact, I won't even say nothing. I won't even say nothing. I'll bring up some. This is what they sound like. I think that a majority. I think that there's a huge collective of men that are sexually attracted to other men. This is what they sound like. So listen. I said I wouldn't cross any lines. I'm going to cross the line for just a few minutes. If all you do is sit behind the camera and talk about what you don't like about women, it's either an obsession or you want a man. There is no in between. It's an obsession or you want a man. There's no in between because it's all day, every day. It's the same rhetoric. Weave, bonnets, lashes, nails, god dang attitudes, mean, obnoxious. Okay. I don't like Xbox people. I'm a Sony guy, right? Or PC. Do you think when I'm talking about gaming, I'm talking about what I don't like about gaming, or I'm talking about what I like about gaming? And I'm engaging with the freaking game system that I like. I don't care about Xbox. So I don't talk about Xbox. So again, I'm just saying, hey, it's an obsession, or you want a man. I don't know what to tell you.
Period.
I don't know what to tell you.
Period.
That's all I can say.
I think also that we need to explore the paranormal event that is Black men discussing their types online, right? And I think that's the main issue that I have in the world right now, is the fact that Black men especially find it okay to deride and insult Black women when they are talking about their type. And you nailed it on the head with that analogy, right? If I like something, let's say I like apples over bananas, I'm going to talk to you about the reason why I love apples.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to, if you ask me, what do I prefer, apples or bananas? And I say apples, and then you ask me why, I'm going to list all the reasons why I like apples.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you all the reasons why I hate bananas. But that is what's going on right now. If I ask a Black man, what's your type? I will I swear to ya Allah. All the time I hear,
actually changed the thing.
Black women are this, Black women are that. Bro, I asked you what you like about your type. Why do you go for those type of women? not what you hate about black women. Why do you like black women? And I think like that's what they think. That's why they think we have a problem with them interracially dating. I have no problem with black men interracially dating. I don't care. But when you're bringing up my name, when you are calling me insults, when you are telling me like I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and I'm that, and you're expecting me to just respect what you say because you're insulting me, you must be out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm just going to sit here, be quiet, and not respond to someone insulting me and people like me because you want to say you like white women. It's okay if you like white women. No one cares. No one cares, especially in this day and age. No one cares. But if you like them, like that's why I like the guys in the UK that straight up tell me, well, I date white women because I grew up in a white area. And that was what was available to me. And that's why I grew my type. Cool. I respect that. But like, okay, cool. That's fine. Thank you. But when you start insulting me and you think I'm just going to take that on the chin and be like, yeah, insult me more. No.
I think we can tell
more.
We can tell the difference, right? Like between those men who just grew up in predominantly white tea areas versus the dudes that go out of their way to go skulk around the fields of snow bunnies and to go, search for one. And their responses when they're around other black women, they're waiting for a reaction. They're waiting for a response. It's like they feed off of it. That's what they go out and they look for, and that's what they hope for. That I found that so. The one time I ever dated somebody that was quote unquote outside of my race, and I wouldn't even only partially call it that. My son's father is Italian, and my daughter's father is Italian and Puerto Rican, and he's a very fair skinned man. So people could tell he was Hispanic, but you could tell he wasn't white either. But anyway. There was this weird stigma, like with BLK men would look at him crazy because we used to go to the gym together and stuff like that, and he would come back and tell me how like these dudes would be mean mugging him or whatever, the black dudes. And I never noticed it. I mind my business. I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff when I'm out and about. That's just me. But the fact that he noticed it and it was that direct to him, and it started to continue like throughout our relationship, not just at gym, but at work and in other places like that. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I honestly would have never known if he didn't say something, but I believed him because the other situations were, especially when I left him, there would be black men that would come up to me, dudes that we worked with mutually, that socially, we all worked together at one point. They'd be like, yo, I can't believe like you were with him. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like,
but that's the point.
What does that mean?
That's the point.
I'm
the point is that.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna restart it real quick. Y'all give me like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yo, but what is this? Who shared something? Oh, immigrants for Trump. I don't know what that means. Don't send me nothing like that. Yeah, we gonna spice it up. Yeah. So the prompt that I had on TikTok, y'all, right? It's like the dude for that Samuel Jackson played on matter of fact, how y'all doing, YouTube? Man, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? If there's any haters in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Or matter of fact, let me put this in here. Because I guess it's just not in it. I gotta keep redoing it. If you got any disagreements, you can hit that link. I'm gonna the prompt that I got on the TikTok background, right? It's that Django character that Samuel L. Jackson played, and I got his face like, right? And I put black men when they talk bad about black women. That's what I imagine, like a whole sambo, fam. Just a sambo every time. A whole sambo, bro. We'll see. Give me 1 second. Brownies. Who got brownies? Who got brown? What we got? We got brownies, bro. Okay, appreciate you, Indiana. Who is this? Felicity. I think I know her. I think so. I don't know. I mean, his name sounds familiar. Anyway, y'all tap the screen, shut a lot. Let me get Jazz back up here, man. Who is this? Thank you, colonizers. Oh, okay. I was like, there was an account called Thank You Colonizer. I guess they accidentally pressed the thing. Y'all tap the screen, shut a lot, man. Don't forget to tap the screen, shut a lot. I don't even know how to get Jazz back up in here, bro. Why won't they let you search? Why won't they ever let you search the freaking names? Yeah, we're gonna try to have some. We're gonna try to appreciate you for going live for stand up for women. Of course, man. You don't have to thank me for that. You don't have to thank me for that, but we just doing the work. We're just doing the work. But appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all tap the screen, share a lot. Don't forget to tap the screen, share a lot, man. We're gonna try to get it popping. We're gonna try to have a little bit of fun with it for a few minutes and see what the men gotta say. So we're gonna try. We are going to try. We shall see what happens. Sambos. Right? Sambos. Do not be a Sambo. Do not be a Sambo. Never be a Sambo, bro. Never be a Sambo. But that you gotta understand. that's a lot of men in the space today. That's what it come down to. This is what it come down to. Sambos. I'm at this. Hey man, all you can do sometimes, man, is just laugh. Like, right? That's all you can do sometimes, is just laugh. That's all you can do. Like, you can't. Sometimes you can address them, but sometimes you gotta laugh at them because that's what they are. Like, bro, I mean, like, they do this every day. So now they're gonna get a taste of their own medicine. I'm gonna do it about us every day. I'm gonna say what needs to be said, I guess. Right? You know, pandering, you know, because they always say everything's pander, right? They hate when I come after them for the things they say, but then they love to come after women. But it's like, bro, so you only got more smoke for women. You can't check a man. But you keep going live about black women all day. So it's like, all right, cool. That if that is that what we're doing? Then let's keep doing it, fam. I'm gonna call it out. I gotta call it out. I can't keep. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't keep because I've been in the space for a minute now. But yeah, I can't let y'all just get away with that. Come on, but we have a duty and an obligation. We have a duty and an obligation, fam. Oh, we have a duty and an obligation, bro. Imagine yourself as a black woman, right? And you scroll on TikTok. You scroll on TikTok and you don't hear nothing positive, or you open up social media, you don't hear nothing positive. Well, actually, you don't have to imagine, because that's what y'all literally deal with. As soon as you open your phone, a black man got his mouth open. Imagine that. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. Yeah. So this is just about black women, not all women. Well, black men only talk bad about black women, but at the same time, they worship the white woman. What do you want me to say? Tap the screen, share the live, y'all. They worship other races of women. They fall directly at other races of women's feet, but then they talk so bad about their own. So, like, what do you want me to say? That's a Sambo. I don't know. That's a sellout. That's a garbage. That's a garbage man. So, I mean, I can only call it. I can only call it how I see it, bro. That's it. I can't call it. I can't call it any other way, bro. If you have built a platform up off of talking bad about women, and that's all you do, you never have anything good to say, okay, you are a Sambo. I don't know what to tell you. And we supposed to let them keep talking? We supposed to like not say nothing? I mean, no, that's not how that goes, man. You gotta call out these people, right? You gotta call out these people when they saying something stupid. Okay, so since I need to address the collective group of men that are doing that, fine. I say that all of those guys are doing that. All of those guys that are doing that, and it's every day, and they never have a new topic or they never talk about anything else. Guess what? You're a sambo. How you never got, but think about that though. Think about that though, right? How you never got nothing good. Why do women hear more about what you don't like as what they don't like about women instead of what they do like? Think about that. Just think about that for a second. Let that marinate. Just let it marinate for a second. Just let it marinate. Why do women that go on these men panels always hear more about what they don't like, what men don't like, than what they do like? So I would have to say, hey, I don't think they like women, or black women in particular. I don't think they like black women because they never have anything good to say. They don't say, hey, y'all are doing a good job by getting educated. Y'all are doing great in this field and great in that field. And we really appreciate all the things y'all are doing out here in society. They go say that they all twerking. And I don't know what heterosexual man complains about twerking. That just, okay. But that's what they say. They're a monolith. They always act bad. They look at their activity, the way they acting outside and blah, blah. At the same time, you're a sambo. So I got to call it out. We got to call it out. At what point do we call out the guys for what they saying, fam? You can't just let them people slide. So they look exactly like this face, right? Black women. Everything is black women's fault. That's why I be laughing, bro. I be laughing and calling out, and I clock it every time, bro. It's literally a dude that's saying that the best option for the black man is to go marry out. Bye. Fam, leave. I just wish you got. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Date out and shut up. Can you do that though? Can you go have your new family, right? Your new race of family, and raise your kids and create a healthy environment and just shut up? Like, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for you to just get your other and shut up? That's it. You don't like black women. Cool. Bye. Shut up. You don't like weaves and bonnets. Don't mess with a woman who wears weaves and bonnets. So go get the ones that wear extensions. If you know who I'm talking about. And shut up. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. These dudes don't even know how to date. These dudes be trying to date their mom. You know that I had men come up and say that they was looking for refuge in a woman. How you looking for refuge in a woman, bro? She need to be my refuge. That's why I be laughing. And that's weak. That is weak male behavior. That is weak male behavior, fam. Biz. We got biz. Ain't nothing wrong with bonnets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I got a question. Do you think that black women, quote unquote, choosing right is choosing a black male?
I think black women choosing right is choosing the best race of man that is suitable for them.
And do you think that the black male is the best race of males suitable for any woman?
I'm the best suitable man for my wife, so I can't really go out and say it like that.
Right.
I think wherever you find a good man, right, whether it's Caucasian, Asian, black, you find a good man. I don't think black women should stay race loyal though. If that's what you're asking.
Do you agree that if any woman were to get with a black male, her chances of being a single mother immediately goes up?
Probably.
Do you think
probably
if a black woman or any woman, I'm gonna stick with any woman, gets with a BLK male, her chances of being violated immediately goes up?
I don't have any studies to back that up. Perhaps.
I got studies to back it up.
Maybe if you got studies to back it up, then yeah.
So let's begin. So Black men make up less than 6% of the population in America, right? And they're responsible for half the great crimes in America and the homicides. And most of those homicides, that they do it against Black women and Black little girls.
So if crime is due to proximity,
no, it's not.
so
because
is this
It's not proximity because they do it also to white women.
Is this a white supremacist talking point?
I can't do this. I knew you were fucking pandering. Oh my gosh.
How am I pandering? Because I just don't know if it's a white supremacy talking point. Because we know how that stuff has been weaponized.
Wait. Are you saying that me literally talking about Black femicide and you guys unaliving Black women and 60% of Black little girls
that's not what you framed it as.
Black, that's what I said.
That's not what you framed it
Black women are being unalived by you guys.
But then you said you also brought in some other stuff as well. So
yes, I said that you guys are responsible for half the great.
The best suitable option for the Black woman will be any man that she can get.
No, not the Black male. Actually, any woman.
I literally said the best option for the Black woman would be any man that would love her.
And I said except for Black males.
Okay, so you don't date Black men, right?
It's not just about dating Black men. It's keeping women away from Black males.
So keeping humans away from Black. Gotcha. All right. So
yes. Okay. You guys are very violent. You're prone to violence. The stats show this.
Gotcha. I got you. All right. Cool.
You don't protect your women and children. You're known for even the ones who are
I feel you. I understand.
You really don't feel me because the second I told you stats.
We talk about femicide and all that stuff.
No, I literally said FBI stats, and you said
so. You said pandering though.
Pandering? Is it a white tea? Yes, you're pandering.
So black men that talk bad about Black men, Black women. How is that pandering?
You're pandering because the second I actually talked about
calling out men, right? Is not pandering.
Please. If you wanted to call out the man, you would be talking about what I'm talking about. You're pandering.
Okay, so I'll give you a second. Look up my name, ma'am. Right? Look up my name and look at why I went viral.
Now the Black Swan mammy in the comments.
But wait, time out, ma'am.
You're gonna end up on a damn t-shirt, Black Swan. You better watch out. Those men you're trying to protect, they unalive women like you in high rates and your children. I hope you know that. You guys bear the brunt of Black males' violence. So you better keep it down, okay? This whole keep it in the house thing you're going on about.
I never said that. I never said keep it in the house. I never said keep it in the house.
Yeah, but she has said keep it in the house before on another panel. She said that shit loudly on another panel. Okay? And they're really good at protecting men who look like you, who not even men, you guys are males, who harm little Black girls. I don't like this shithole community because it is a pimping ground for little Black girls. It is a pimping ground for little Black girls, and it's a graveyard for little Black girls.
Gotcha.
If Black women are smart, they will get the fuck away from this community before they end up on t-shirts.
Can you come on camera?
Black girls are already 60% of Black girls are already violated
before the age of 18. Can you come on camera, man?
No.
Why not?
60% of Black little girls are already violated. Are you going to let me finish talking, or is
no, it's not a pandering argument because I also asked you a question.
Then let me finish talking because you said, "Why am I so angry?"
I never said why are you so angry.
No, you guys always say that. Why
I never said why are you so angry.
Let me finish talking. You brought me up here, right?
Oh my God. Wait, what? Damn. You know what's funny? Not even a damn woman on my YouTube agrees with what the fuck you just said. To some extent. But damn. Woo, shit. Whoa, fam, damn. Whoa, shit. It is not safe to even call out men around for women. Damn. I'm gonna go ahead and take myself out of space, bro. This is crazy. Holy shit. Whoa, that was crazy. Woo, like damn. Whoa. That was crazy. I know Cynthia G once was reported for saying yeet all Black male babies. and even face backlash for that one. But damn. Well, ma'am, hey, listen. The best race of man that you can get, whether or not, will always be the Caucasian man because they have more resources. As of now, any woman, the best man on the earth right now, when it comes to resources, even though they colonize everything, will be the Caucasian man. You wouldn't let me answer that. Just because that person has more resources, it may not be suitable for you. If you find a good Caucasian man, if you find a good Black man, if you find a good Hispanic man, if you find a good Asian man, get the best man that is suitable for you. So I don't know. I couldn't even get there. Holy shit. Oh, Jazz. I'll bring you up. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I didn't, but sometimes I don't even know like when it's okay to drop people because I know you like to do your thing.
I wanted to listen to it. Yeah, Black femicide. Yeah, we talk about Black femicide.
That was crazy.
She said something before that, and she said something before that. And we know how the Black man in crime or Black woman in crime has been weaponized to say that we do this more than every other. So I was trying to say, wait, are you using because maybe I didn't hear you. Are you using a white supremacist talking point to say that we commit six? I was trying to understand. Maybe I misheard, but I never said you're aggressive. That was crazy. Oh no, you don't call them masculine, ma'am. That's fun. Don't call them masculine, bro. I'm not even going to say she's hurt. That's her truth.
You could just answer your question. I mean, it really wasn't that serious.
What was the initial question, y'all?
She asked me first, do I believe that the Black man is the best suitable option for the Black woman? And I wanted to answer her by saying, hey, I think the best suitable option for Black women is any man that would love and appreciate the Black woman. So if it's a Caucasian man, get with the Caucasian man. If it's the Asian man, it's the Asian. I can't speak to all Black women as a monolith. So I didn't want to do that. But if you wanted me to go to the extreme to actually play that with you, then hey, the Caucasian man has colonized damn near everything on this earth. He's a taker and he has more resources. So technically, I mean, does resources equate to being a good man or a provider? But hey, that would be your best choice because they have the most they have more resources than the Black man collectively. Right. So, I mean, if you wanted to say it like that, go ahead. But I can't speak for all or majority Black women. Find the man that's good for you, ma'am. That's on an individual basis. I do encourage Black women to date out. Hey, stop staying race loyal.
That's not wrong. And what the stats she was about to run down are not incorrect. I was just confused. It was very much giving Cynthia G, and no disrespect to the young lady that was up here. I get it if you're part of the Cynthia G clique or the divestment movement. Anybody tripping or the 4B, et cetera, et cetera. But also, Shan wasn't like dog walking you. You ain't gotta do all that extra stuff. Like maybe you're not familiar with his platform or whatever and how you run things here. But that wasn't necessary. Also, ma'am, I must ask, you have a picture of Ice Cube as your profile, who is a known abuser, and you're getting up here trying to walk down a Black man about the collective statistics about Black men overall, but you got Ice Cube of all people, who is also a Trump supporter. I'm just very I want 2 + 2 = 4, no matter what we talking about. So, just if you could just maybe change your profile to maybe like a Audre Lorde or a Bell Hooks or something.
I thought it was,
make it make sense. Ice Cube was making crazy music about us as women in the 90s, and it's still on some BS to this day. So I just would like I said, I just need 2 + 2 = 4. I like math.
I thought it was a man at first. I saw the Ice Cube. I was like, oh, cool. Came up, started speaking. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. Let's engage. What she got to say? Cool.
Yeah. And the sad part is she could have very well had a good point if she would have just calmed down a little bit, but and not try to force the fact that she pretty much wanted you to say that BLK men are demons, and that's not.
I can't say that. That's
pretty much what she was trying
Like I
to get
said,
at. Like,
her stats wasn't wrong, but man,
yeah, exactly. Her stats weren't wrong in that sense, but her statement, when her last point, trying to say that like BLK men have done far worse to BLK women than YT men, that part just simply isn't true. Just like
that's reverse. That's
That's
reverse Anton Daniels by saying black women have done more harm to black men than any white man. That's reverse Anton. I can't say that.
Yeah, white men have like at least a good 300 to 400 year head start on that.
yeah.
By the millions.
We could have nuanced conversations, like, and segment the population and do all of that different type of stuff. But I mean, let's keep it a hundo schmundo. Most of us on this app do not have the sociological, the anthropological, or the stat background to really have them kind of conversations like that. So let's keep it cute out here.
I didn't know that study. I have not heard that study. I never looked into that study. So I was trying to get a because she said something. I was like, wait, are you quoting a white? It was a genuine question. I meant no disrespect by it. That was hilarious though.
Went the hell off.
I was like,
yeah,
well, and then I was like, wait, time out. Pandering, ma'am.
The pandering didn't apply in that moment. That was also frustrating me. This is what I've been talking about, y'all. See, now I got to get on my soapbox about academia and education. You MLs be out here with PhDs in Google searching, don't know how to use a quotation mark to save your life. If a semicolon walked up to you, you would think it was your asshole. So just don't come on the app acting like, you know, you, like I said, like you Audre Lorde, or like you Angela Davis or somebody, or like you in somebody's classroom and you actually be reading the dense material on a day-to-day basis, baby. You hit a Google and you said, "Ooh, Pew Research Center, ooh, CDC, ooh, you don't even have a JSTOR account. You ain't seen the inside of the halls of nobody's university since the last millennium. So stop doing that."
Yo,
I'm not saying she was going to be wrong about what she was saying because it sounds accurate, because I check stats pretty often. I'm an actual data analyst in real life. It's a part of my job. But y'all talking about the internet that has made all of this stink.
I am dying laughing right now because I was like, what? I was like, pandering? I was like, ma'am.
Pandering didn't apply in this situation.
I was like, wait.
Around the room and everything.
I was like, ma'am, have you looked up my name? I got in trouble with niggas by saying that they couldn't protect their own women during slavery. Do you not know the history of what the fuck happened? But you know what's funny though? I get it, right? I think there has been a lot of harm done by men who look like that they on the good side, and they end up being the same niggas that's using and cheating on and you know, having a cult full of women just saying things at the same time being a demon or a devil, right? The Derek Jacksons, the allegedly the dude who runs the Tonight Conversation.
Ace Metaphor,
yeah,
aka Tony.
I get it, but I'm not a super big divester. I say black women shouldn't be race loyal. I'm saying open up your options. I'm not saying divest. If you want to, that doesn't hurt me. Do it. If you need to do that, I'm all for it. Whatever makes you happy, fam. If you want to get with the Asian man, the Caucasian man, if you find a good black man, god dang, an African man, whatever. I don't find, if you want a man, find a man that works for you, baby. But I can't say that for any woman, all this, that, and the third, because I just simply can't say that. But find one, if you can find one of any race, open up your options. Stop saying race loyal. You see that we throw a passport in your face. So, ma'am, open up your options. Date the Italian man that's in your DMs.
Oh no, absolutely.
Date the Hispanic man that's in your DMs. Give that man a shot. I'm just saying, hey, don't stay race loyal. Don't stay race loyal, fam.
There are some realities around the stats around marriage that people could point to, which is that when black women marry YT men, they have the lowest divorce rate of everyone, regardless of whether it's
and black men, when they get married to anybody, it's 50-50 chance of divorce.
Yeah, so we could play those types of games, but we also know that 78% of statistics are made up. Why do I know that? Because I just made that shit up. So, like, y'all just I
just wanted to, because you know what's funny? The public offender got called out by Princella and he actually did a review of Princella, and Princella called him a pander. And I'm like, why the fuck is everything pandering? Like everything is pandering. I did this because I do this because it's a need to do it. Like you don't have many men that's willing to check other men. And I don't spend majority of my time talking to women. I spend majority of my time talking directly to men, trying to get them to do better, realizing the rhetoric that you're saying on podcasts. If I'm talking to men, how the fuck am I pandering, ma'am? Because I really could. I could, but I don't want to do that. That's no integrity.
No disrespect to Priscilla. Love her, been on her platform before, but she also was a panderer. So I
Grifter,
all the above, and that's what I'm talking about, Shan. Like let's call a thing. A lot of y'all could not find the index of a book or read a bibliography to save your life. So when people get on the internet and they find out a new word, even though you ain't never took nobody's GRA, no GMAT, or no LSAT to get into nobody's higher institution of higher learning, we find out new words and then we run with them. And I need y'all to stop doing that, especially in 2025, and especially considering what we're dealing with. Y'all saw what that little Cheeto man did today, messing up people's opportunities to get jobs and stuff like that, or keep jobs. Y'all got, once you learn them $10 words and them $30 words, you got to learn how to use them appropriately.
I don't want to be pissed off. Don't remind me.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do all of that, stop spending your academic labor on Hennessy pedicures. Find somewhere to use that stuff where it's useful.
Now, it would have been pandering. It would have been pandering if I actually been like, yes, and not believe the shit. That would have been pandering. Yeah. Everything you're saying, right? Yeah. That would be pandering.
I don't know who this Princella woman is, by the way. I need to.
She's a very good saleswoman
Princella,
who has managed to monetize
a book.
She's a very good saleswoman who's managed to monetize her anecdotal knowledge and experience with men and the nature of males. And some of it is absolutely true and can be found out in any genetics classroom, any classroom talking about anthropology or sociology. On the other hand, there are some occasions where, like any other content creator, she run down a winding road, if you will. Cynthia. So, you got to take everybody with a grain of salt. No one person, no creator on any platform is going to give you 100% of what you need. The same way no partner that you ever find in life or no job that you find in life is going to ever give you 100% of what you need. But what we do need to be 100 on is the definition of words. And that was not pandering in that moment. We were trying to ask a clarifying question to get understanding as to what she was saying and what statistics she was using in order to prop up the foundation of whatever point she was going to make.
And then
so I just need, again, 2 + 2 = 4.
I was like, wait. I was like, aggressive. She said, I called her aggressive. I said, aggressive. Ma'am, that word is derogatory to Black women.
Shorty was hearing
I was like, aggressive. Hey, started malfunction. I'm not gonna make fun. No, I gotta climb a little bit. I gotta climb.
Come on, please.
She started malfunctioning. Aggressive. I said, ma'am, aggressive? I don't even call my wife aggressive, ma'am. I know what that word means to Black women. I know how that's been used. Aggressive? I never said that. What are you talking about? You call me aggressive. Huh? All right. So then I just dropped her. And then she said, y'all gonna end up on a team. Ma'am.
Not you threatening me with a good time. I want to be seen.
Tell me what my future is. Damn, lady.
She said, y'all gonna end up on a t-shirt fucking with me. I said, damn, that's crazy work.
Well, no, she said we end up on a t-shirt fucking with Black men.
She called y'all that follow me mammies. What?
You know what? And if she really understood what mammy means and what mammification looks like, and especially me being a fat Black woman in America, she wouldn't play like that.
Mammies?
Because every single Black woman in this country has been mammied out in some kind of way. If you had a corporate job, you've been a mammy because you done had some white woman or white man sucking on your teeth, taking advantage of your work at a job. If you've worked at any retail organization, you have mammied at some point because you have placated to the desires and wants of some rampant, cantankerous and rambunctious white person who got mad at you because you ain't got the latest iPhone out for them at whatever store you work at. So please, if we want to have a conversation about the mammification of the Black woman in this country, sure, we can start a live about that. But please don't call a whole bunch of women that you don't know mammies. That's crazy.
Yeah, and also, somebody asked me, do I know about Themis and Thought? Yes, I know about Themis and Thought. I know about it. I don't engage in his content though. I know he had Cynthia G on the page once. I'm gonna try to get Cynthia G on the page with me. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We will see what happens.
And Cynthia, listen, she's not everybody's cup of tea, understandably so. I've been on Themus's platform as well, and I followed him and Cynthia G for some time. Also, because just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm not going to study what you got going on, because there may be some grain of something that may be useful there. Now, everybody that has followed Cynthia, they know what type of time she's on. Cynthia is for some very extreme and radical measures. But no, we're not co-signing Cynthia
no,
G.
I'm not.
I don't know who that is either.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like some of her talking points.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff she say makes sense. Now, some of that radical stuff she be on is like, all right, girl.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, she wasn't. That's like saying she didn't have some good. Bro, she was telling black women to open up their options. She told black women to divest. Cool, I get it. Blah blah blah. But damn, like, I'm gonna take the meat from the bones. But that's not for me though. That was for black women.
It was. Her content was definitely not for black men.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get offended though. I only got that one statement though, and I'm still trying to see if that was her that said that. I think it was the title of her live, but she got shut down by a Caucasian woman. That's funny. That is a little bit hilarious, because it's like, ma'am, all these black men that have said far worse things than what she said on a YouTube with a panel. And you shut down Cynthia G for one statement?
But that further validates a lot of the points you be making on your platform. Black women can't say nothing or do nothing without somebody having something to say or to do with it, or pressing the report button on somebody.
I just want equal smoke. Yeah. That's all I want. If you're gonna allow a lot of these guys to say what they say, right? I mean, because once you say throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women and start the community over, do I not take that as genocide? Please, what are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. There is history behind the term throw out the baby, but I know what you mean, fam. Come on, that's a sneak diss. You don't want them here.
Yes. It's giving Tony Sotomayor as well.
Trash. Go ahead, Marcus.
It was good.
What's up?
Was that the woman that was talking about? She said that?
Who?
The one that was talking about
yeet all black male specific children.
Eat all black.
Yeet.
Oh yeah. That need to be shut down immediately. That's how people be. That gives YT people.
Why did what she say need to be shut down immediately though?
Immediately.
Why?
Because that type of confidence, right, will inspire somebody like that YT woman that was breaking little black baby bones and thinking that it was cool. That's what I'm saying.
Why did she? But you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. I get what you're saying. The statement is bad, but why did she need to be shut down immediately? Why wasn't Kevin Samuels or any of the men, Anton Daniels? Matter of fact, I'll give you one. I'm going to time out.
Kevin Samuels said that bad. Name one statement that he said.
Sorry, I forgot what you did.
I'll give you one by Anton Daniels first, right? Black women have done more harm to black women than, you know what? Black women come into your life to use you and then disperse of you. And then she says, what about the kids? Fuck that woman and fuck them kids too. Throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over that way. Time out. Throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over. What does that sound like?
This sounds like he's basically saying that throw away black women. They're not any, and it's not what I'm saying, right?
And the children. Not the women. No, not the children. I mean, not just the black women, but the children.
No, I don't think it was that either.
He said throw out the baby with the bathwater.
That's a saying.
Describe the history of that saying.
Throwing the baby out with the bathwater, but the historical statement is basically saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
But he was saying throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women and start the community over.
That's what I basically think. He was saying that get a whole community of new women. Now I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's not as bad as what
That is, they're literally just as bad. If you talk about the historical statement said, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, but then you have a man who hates black women, but yet still married to one, and say, throw out, he's saying literally throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over that way. And not only that, black women have done more harm to black men than any white man.
Those are definitely points, right? But again, that's not as bad as what she said.
It literally is just as bad. It literally, if you say throw out the baby with the bathwater, you don't think that conspires violence, bro?
No, that's a saying.
You just said the saying was historically, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. If a nigga is literally telling you, who has a disdain for black women, to throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women and start the community over. So if you throw out the baby with the bathwater, black women are gone as well. Get a whole new group of women, probably not black, unless you go into Africa. Because I don't know what you're doing. It ain't gonna be black American women. So what are the Caucasians, Asians? What are we saying? You don't think that that's just as bad?
No, I don't think that's just as bad.
Gotcha.
It's a saying versus something.
And he said, you know what? I don't understand. He actually said in the statement that he said, fuck them kids. Okay. So Cynthia G said, fuck them kids.
No, she said, genocide those kids. That's different.
Still. She said the black male man specific one though. She didn't say the women. Anton Daniel said, fuck them kids. But not only that, when you say throw out the baby with the bathwater, that's a problem.
No, I don't. It's a problem, definitely, but
it's the same energy, fam. It's the same energy. If you throw out the baby with the bathwater, the baby gonna die.
No, that it's a saying. Something is a saying, right?
I got
we should start unaliving black babies. It's different.
If you say
it's a call to action.
Out the
action doing
what does throw out the baby with the bathwater mean?
That is a saying that means that you shouldn't do something. You shouldn't make something. You shouldn't. I'm trying to think of the word right now, but it basically means that you shouldn't just do something major because something minor went wrong.
My God, he literally said, throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women. I don't know how you're not putting the two together. Throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women.
But you're saying something is a saying is a call to action. I'm saying a saying isn't the same thing.
Literally,
it's
that literally that literally is a call to action. You just had I don't know where you've been. I've been in this space. So you had a dude in a gold mask who literally said he was ready to go to war against black women and tried to use the Bible to justify it.
If he's saying that is the exact same thing as saying that what she said. If she's saying that I want to go to war with black women, yeah, that's something different.
If you say throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women, bro. You're saying throw out the baby with the bathwater and get a whole new group of women.
He's not saying you should throw babies out.
I finally understand it. Niggas like that will always be defended. I got you, bro. I got you.
I'm not saying what he's saying is right. I'm saying what he's saying.
It's not on the same scale.
It's not on the same level.
It's not on the same scale as Cynthia G. Right, got you.
So we don't understand context and implied meanings here.
Implied meanings doesn't mean that if we're saying context, that is the context. He's saying a saying. You gotta stop acting like he's not saying a saying.
Oh, y'all, that's crazy.
If somebody tells you I want to get rid of a population and F their kids,
what did Cynthia G actually say? What did she say?
Everybody has said F those kids.
When Cynthia was saying, Cynthia said two things. Cynthia said two things. She said, stop having these men's kids, and if you have a male child, to AB them. That's specifically what she said.
That is a call to action. That is worse. How is that not worse? It's a call to action.
I wouldn't say that was worse. I would say
there's no misinterpretation in the interpretation of that. There's nothing that she could say that could
Wait. Hey, wait.
No one was defending that she could or could not clear that up.
That's what I'm saying. At least with his saying, you can kind of, if he was doing a call to action, it was a bad call to action because he's basically saying throwing a saying out there. It's basically saying, oh, if you know what I'm saying, that's like calling the black kettle thing, and then you be like, oh no, he said that we should burn all dark skinned people. Like that's different.
And y'all, some of y'all in the comments, I hear y'all, but I watched a lot of Cynthia's content. She did at one point literally say, if you think you're going to, if it is a male child, that you should consider it being it. She has said that before in her old content. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair here.
Check out her stuff.
She didn't say it often. She definitely said often don't have their kids.
Is that the one
but
that
there was at least 2 videos that I watched in the last 4 or 5 years of her where she did in fact say AB the male kids.
Yeah,
because they're gonna end up growing up being exactly what the lady with the Ice Cube profile picture was talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that's the best.
But also, Marcus, you're being disingenuous because you know what Shan stated, that whatever the anti-man said, even if he did not make as direct of a statement and blunt or declarative sentence the way that Cynthia G did, the implication is get rid of all them black women and then not head kids, and let's find some other women and create a new community with them. Now, did he specify which community of women to do so with? No, he did not. But he implied that the whole batch of Black American women is trash and that they need to be gotten rid of. We don't need to be messing with them. And we need to go find another group of women to recreate our quote-unquote race with.
If he had said that we need to, if he had been blunt and to say that he needs to, if he had said the call to action like you had said, that the woman had said, he would be off of YouTube. No doubt about it.
Okay, so time out. I'm gonna play the clip.
Appreciate it. We love a piece of evidence.
Yeah, because I want you to hear it. Because he said, you want to know what's wrong with the community? Is that the black woman is out of her purpose and she's not a help me no more. She's the enemy. but okay, bro. I'm gonna go to my Killmonger panel.
Yeah, it's very much giving Tony Sotomayor all of that old school black red pill manosphere nonsense. What's the child? Fine and fit, whatever. Fresh with all of them fools.
Stinking fit.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. It's all the same group of niggas.
Yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? I do disagree with all of those people. But again, I'm saying like. Hello?
Yeah,
I'm basically just all I'm saying is that
she said, do you?
Huh?
She said, do you? She asked you.
Do you disagree with all of them?
Yeah, I disagree with them vehemently. Like I don't agree with that shit. No.
So are we not reading in between lines of what we're actually applying?
That's just like saying that man.
That's not reading in between the lines. He's basically saying leave black women alone.
So basically, what you're saying is that Elon is not what we think he is, because he didn't straight out say, "I'm a Yahtzee." He just implied that he was one.
Elon, it makes no sense for him to do that. We just made a very strong alliance with Israel.
Pause. Let me share this screen with y'all on YouTube so y'all can actually hear it as well. That's crazy. All right, let's see what Anton.
And then she'll move on when it's all said and done, and then say, "Well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too." Throw that out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community that way.
Holy shit! I just noticed I missed something.
Is that the
He
woman
not only said throw the baby out with the bathwater. He said throw the whole black woman in this context out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. He said throw both of the motherfuckers out with the bath. Let's play it one more time.
Because they pause it so you don't get in trouble. The woman is out of her purpose and she's not a helpmeet no more. Yeah. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the Black community, because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done, and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that
hoe out with the bathwater.
Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community that way.
How do you start over? How do you start? So throw the Black woman out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women. Where the fuck are you getting a whole new group of women from? So
he's saying that in the community, like he's basically saying the community needs. There is no
community. There's no community. There's no community. You said throw the Black woman out with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. So who the fuck is left?
Yourself, the Black man.
So now, how the fuck I can't give birth? So where the fuck am I going to get Black American women?
This is what he's saying. Don't date Black women. That is what he's saying. That's literally all he's saying. Don't date Black women. Let's go date other races before we do Black women. That's all he's saying. It's not him saying, oh, we should go up there, slap Black women upside the head, stuff like that. No, he's not saying that.
What do you do to your enemies?
He didn't say, he called you an enemy, but he said, did he do a call of action saying that he needs to do anything to them? He did not say that.
He said, throw them out. That was a call to action. Actually, now that you're saying that, there was a call to action to throw them
out of the baby out of the bathwater.
What does throwing something out mean?
To get rid of it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey, Marcus, you just answered the question, but can I ask you a question? How much do you know about the 90s, I don't even know, unalive aside in Africa, specifically Rwanda? Like,
you're talking about Rwanda? Yes.
Yes. What specifics? Well, I'm not even going to ask you that question, but you do know that when. Okay, good. So let's just use that movie, since most people have seen that movie. Let's just use that movie as an example. Do you remember the part of the movie where they had people on the radio, officers, telling the people who were supposed to unalive the others to cut down the tall trees? Do you remember that part of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a reason why they worded what they worded the way they worded it. There's a reason why they use code to say something, to call to action, something that they wanted to bring to reality. So, and they were literally giving an order by using code, words, and phrases. This is typical when someone is waging war against another group of people. Why? Because if things like, you were to lose this battle and it's brought up later, you can't. It's harder to label that person as a war criminal, because why? Oh, I only said cut down the tall trees. I never said unalive anybody. That's literally what you're saying, because this person didn't flat out say the words unalive Black women. let's just start all over, and it's things don't have to be said directly in order for them to be implied. That's the point of what we're saying.
Y'all tap the screen share the live. Tap the screen share the live.
But if the meaning is already.
Who is this?
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
It's me, Gaudio.
What's going on?
I feel like you're being unrealistic.
Who?
Because how are you're against them, but you're making this an excuse and you're defending them at the same time.
I can be against somebody and then judge.
Hey, who are you talking to?
She's talking. She's talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can be against people and still judge them accordingly. I don't have to be like, every situation.
I feel like no, because it's like I feel like he wasn't listening to the video. So
if he sounded, if he had said something that was like grievously offensive, of course, like I still take offense to it, because I I said that it's a horrible thing to say that we shouldn't en masse leave Black women because that's a horrible thing for the community. Again, saying that that's as worse as what she said, no, it's not.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I'm not even going to dissect that no more. I think we, yeah. Understanding. Shia.
Shia.
All right. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I don't know. I don't know if we continue. I guess are we just continuing to talk about what Marcus was talking about then?
I mean, you could talk about the prompt. Is that what you're coming up to address?
I was, yeah. Because I just don't understand how he hears that and somehow like, oh, I don't. That's not like that's why I didn't know if we was done with that. No, I couldn't understand it.
We'll figure that out later.
So, but
there's nothing to figure out, y'all.
There's clearly there's not.
There's two. If Johnny has 5 apples, there's nothing to figure out.
I agree with you.
There's nothing else to figure out. And this is how those of us who paid attention in history class end up getting hemmed up, because we're trying to get folks to understand that have no desire to understand, and oftentimes don't have the capacity, the willingness, or the foundation to understand.
I'm just now.
Once you realize who and what you're dealing with, you got an STFU. Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I feel like we just at an impasse right now because I don't.
Ain't no impasse, baby. We at the train tracks.
I'll give you, you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to say. But
yeah, we're not at the impasse. We're on the train tracks, and
so I seen a video with.
And we always jumping up and down, trying to tell somebody a train is coming, a train is coming, a train is coming, and we think that our voice, no matter all this inflection and all these words and reformatting it, and we'll think about it this way and look at it from this angle. Y'all gonna stop trying to get niggas off the tracks. Let them stay on the tracks. And when you end up with a lost limb because you didn't want to listen, just stop trying to convince people of stuff, y'all. We passed that point. Ain't no impasse, baby. Now,
let's
you let me know when you set up your GoFundMe and I donate.
Yeah, let's just stop talking and have dialogue and, communicate and try to see from.
Oh, wait, Tom. I just got a question. So listen.
Perspectives and stuff like that. Let's do that.
All right. So you say hold on. I just wanted to address one thing. So I don't know if Kevin Samuels ever said anything on that scale, but he did say quite a few harmful things, such as if your daughter says that, or basically like believe the husband over your daughter, if it came to like she's tried to say that he touched her or something in that regard.
No, for me.
You gotta pull that up.
He did. I was about to come up here. He said that. I remember that.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta see that.
But can I say something?
Gave that. I'm gonna be honest.
Marcus, you a red pill, baby.
I'm not a red pill, but
you redder than
no, we're not gonna get red pill. I just have never seen the
you get the RGB, my friend, and you.
I'm not.
Go on mute, Marcus.
And not only that, like y'all, I guess when it comes to people's morality, like on some things we have to. Because see, I don't care if you're not a Christian or whatever. I'm speaking to something specific. If you don't believe people are redeemable, then there is a problem with you. So when he told that woman that was dating a high value man, and she had a child before, but she made a promise to not do that again, to try to give her child or her next child the best possible outcome, and she was celibate for a few years, and she told Kevin Samuels how she's dating a high value man. Kevin Samuels got mad because she wasn't giving him none. This woman said, "I don't just give up the box like that." And he said, because she got pregnant, you might as well give it up. You gave up your womb. What the fuck? Look at how we look at women, bro. That your value is related to your fucking vagina. Sorry for cursing. That's stupid. Your value is not related to your vagina. You are a whole human being, fam. point blank period. And a woman don't have to give it up. But matter of fact, what did he say? Like, if you know what's going on at a certain type of night if you go on a date. Like if you expected to have
Can I say something though? Hold on. No,
so is that just as bad? I would probably not, but nigga is bad. So there was a lot of harmful things that the man said, and we did not clock him out on it. We did not clock him out on it.
I don't.
Can I say something? Marcus, you done said enough. Please. Can I say something, Shannon?
Go ahead.
Because I've been in the queue for an hour. Being in the queue for an hour with 3 people in there is crazy. But
Dad. No, I was fake blaming the moderator. Now go ahead.
But no, Marcus, you are absolutely unequivocally 100% a red pillar. The fact that you try to come up here and run cover for every red pill and white supremacist talking point is crazy to me. And you trying to gaslight us to make us think, oh, I don't agree with it. I'm just saying. No, you're defending everything that they're saying. You're coming up here booty clapping for white supremacists, for white supremacist talking points, for red pill talking points, and you going hard in the paint for it. But you want us to believe, you want us to believe that you're not a red pillar. Do we look stupid? Do we look stupid? Like, let's be for real. That's exactly what I said. Hold on one second. Those are the people y'all gotta watch. These are the men y'all have to watch out for, because they come in like wolves in sheep's clothing. They try to make it seem like they're one thing, but then when you really listen to them, they're actually saying something completely different. Oh, I'm not this, but you are this. Because if you're complicit with it, you are that. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's not complicit. Me saying that though they're not on the same level, it's not saying they're not wrong.
If you are defending it, you are complicit.
There is levels to crime, so people need to be judged on different bases. That's what I'm saying.
They judge them correctly.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that Marcus is a red pillar. I just think he's a little slow, but I don't think he's red.
I don't care. I'm telling you what it is.
There's levels to crime, and people don't deserve the same sentence. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't even know who Cynthia was.
That's fine. The original state. You don't believe that what Kevin's that what Anton Daniel said is equal to Cynthia G. That's fine.
No, I don't think that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We over that.
Okay, that's all I want to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, that's fine. I'll accept that. I guess. I think they're on the equal basis, but I mean, if that's how. I mean, angry man. I mean, angry man said, black women were getting black men hung from trees do the pillow talking. Can anybody find that shit in history? How does
black women causing strange fruit because we was pillow talking with massa? Is that what you said?
He said black women were getting black men hung from trees due to pillow talking. And he said, y'all don't want to talk about that. And I'm like, well, I have never seen this. We're black women with pillow talking.
You ain't got to be there. We have thousands upon thousands upon thousands for those who have been in Africana studies programs of firsthand accounts, slave narratives from both men, women, and children who were there about what was happening to them and the people around them. So we don't have to talk about whether
did black men get any black man hung from pillow talking with the white man. Any account. What's up? One.
Please and thank
How would he?
No, I'm asking. So no, but yet you got niggas like Angry Man. You got niggas like Angry Man who says that type of rhetoric on YouTube. I mean, my nigga, and with no historical data, where is the data? Even if it's one is not enough, because you said women, that's one woman. But I don't understand what he means by that, fam. I don't understand what he means by that. Matter of fact,
Fana, you gotta prove that.
A lot of these niggas, when they talk, they don't have to prove. They don't have to prove nothing. They just say it. They just say it. I'm gonna go try to find that clip too. It should be in my likes on YouTube. But my God.
Faina said black men definitely got BLK women strange fruited, and that's why Marcus said what he said. But I mean, I think
what's
some of y'all just need to read a book. Just go.
Mikey. Like I am not being disrespectful when I say this, Mr. Macho, right? I don't care because that's how they voted. Okay? So if they're getting deported, I don't care because that's how they voted. That's not my business. That's not my business.
Yes, deportation is the last thing that black people need to be working on.
I'm looking at DEI programs getting taken out. I'm looking at all the other. This nigga ain't stopped writing since he took over office. So I'm looking at a whole bunch of things. I'm like, okay, well, you know,
over 250 orders have been signed by this.
Yeah, I ain't worried
that nigga ain't put the pen down. That nigga ain't put the pen down, bro. But yeah, that has nothing to do with us.
Good for you, Macho.
Nikki, no, you did not.
And I wasn't dissing him. I was just saying, like, I answering this question. I don't care.
Don't be coming.
I care. I don't want them to get deported.
Why?
Yeah, but
why? Why?
Illegal, so they gotta go.
Why you don't want? I'm not gonna take it. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. Right? All right. It got nothing to do with me, bro. I saw one video that made me sad. And when that lady, something about the app shut down right when she was about to cross it or something, I was like,
I saw this video. That was
I was like, well, don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but the thing is, this my only thing, right? With you not caring, right? We have big areas of for black people. I feel like we have, cushioning a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And them focusing on illegal people, that gave them a little bit more cushioning before they got to black people. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, come on. Well, I don't even care about that. Listen. I don't even know if what I'm about to say is because I love Jesus. I love God. I don't know if what I'm about to say is absolute. I can only worry about my own backyard sometimes, right? And black folks, we have a lot of problems, and we have our problems, and particularly women have always been the forefront of advocating for everybody else. Like they always on the front line. The black women are the biggest voices for minority groups and stuff like this and stuff like that. I get speaking up and I get getting out there, but at the same time, I have to handle my own community first. Like I can't keep. We got shit to do. Okay, we got shit to do, and I can't keep worrying about Ukraine and people getting deported. Like my God.
But you see how Marcus came to the rescue of some Mexicans he ain't ever seen in his life, and
because that's injustice, and I'm for.
Yeah,
I'm
but
against
you
injustice.
see, this is. Let me tell y'all something.
It's okay to stand.
Okay. Black men, hold on. Let me say this. Black men is the new Jim Crow.
Oh,
Jesus! Let's call a spade because you didn't want to come off your mic and defend black women against what Shannon was saying that these men were saying. But you gonna come off your mic talking about some you should care for some Mexican people that ain't never done everything to you. You is crazy.
I literally said that both were bad. Did I not? Did I say he should get off easy? Did I say that what he did wasn't bad in any shape or way? No, it was bad.
I mean that's a fair one, right? But you did, you just don't view them equal, and I guess that's how disconnect.
I don't view them equally.
I got you, and that's how you.
He need to do 5 years. She need to do 10. That's all I'm saying.
But technically, no crime was committed. Technically, no crime was committed.
I'm just putting in perspective of how I would see
it. But you came up here to defend men that don't like black women.
I don't defend. This is my thing.
Actually, technically, you're right.
Put
No, technically,
context
you're
to
right.
where it is. I put context where it is. I'm not saying.
You don't.
And the thing is,
I hate that thing.
I like to put
you don't care about
context
context
into something.
Because if you care about context and whatnot, you were heard what he said in the video and said there is no context that can make what he said.
You know what? I truly.
What he said.
What are you talking about?
You know what? I truly believe, right? You know, and you know, this is just my opinion, that if there was a purge, I think black men would exterminate black women in one night. I think, as I really do think that, because of a lot of the rhetoric, a lot of niggas can't get over from a heartbreak. We see how men are crashing out. I do believe that a lot of black women would be exterminated on the first day. Maybe not all, but shit, at least the majority. Because look at the way we talk, fam. We got niggas that said they wanted to go to war. Okay, and you had dudes that was agreeing with it. We see the way men get on a panel and talk bad about black. Guru is live right now, probably. Right, and you see how he just makes a mockery of the black woman and call them things, demons, and stuff. Basically, when I hear all the rhetoric that they talking about, right, I put it all under one statement: the world would be a better place without black women. I truly feel like that's how they feel. The world would be a better place without black women. I truly feel like that's how they feel, bro. So yes, I do think that most men, if they could and get away with it, right, if there was no law, they would go out and yeet
and a
black women off the face of the earth, bro.
I would assume yes, for sure. If they're fresh and fit,
I think most.
They don't like black women.
I think most.
They don't like black women.
I think
other places. Kevin Samuels was vehemently for the black.
No, he was. How you for the black family, but you can't maintain a relationship?
He didn't practice what he preached, and that's something I can take against him.
Pause. Okay, then you cannot be. Pause. Listen to me, fam. You cannot be for marriage and then be 2 times divorced. You can't wait. Time out. You cannot be for family and then not be able to maintain your own. So don't tell me about family. Don't tell me about being a husband, because overall it seemed like Kevin Samuels kept failing at the shit. So I don't even know why men thought that it was a good. You taking advice from a loser, and I know he's dead. I know he can't be here to defend it, but I'm just saying overall, yeah, he was making money.
Can I say something?
But pause. The nigga was a loser. You're 2 times divorced, right? You have no family structure. And you're giving relationship advice. You're giving relationship advice. Shut the fuck up. You not you. That wasn't toward that. Time out. The shut the fuck up wasn't towards you, Godium. The shut the fuck up was towards the men, right? Who are single, who have failed relationships and cannot maintain anything, but then want to hop behind a podcast and a mic and talk about family when you keep failing yours. Shut up and stop taking advice from losers.
I disagree. You should take a lot of advice from people that didn't get there, but they tried to do it.
Nigga, I would not take.
I want to take advice from you.
Why wouldn't I take? What do you mean? I'm going to listen to people that's in.
He know a little bit more because
he don't. The nigga didn't know shit. He lost. he lost. Nigga, let me tell you what he was. A failed husband, my nigga. I know y'all niggas don't get mad at these terms. He was a failed. Kevin Samuels was a failed husband. That's all he was. He was a failed husband. When you get I'm a husband, my nigga. I ain't failed it yet. Hopefully not. You know what I'm saying? I would call myself a failed husband if we got divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you are a divorced man, twice, you tried the shit twice and you couldn't get it right, failed husband. What was it, 3rd time? Well, he didn't get a chance to get a 3rd time. How many marriages does it take to get it right, fam? Just don't get married because you're not built for it. So you're not worth listening to.
Nah, I think
you're a loser.
Would you want somebody, like, for example, I'm trying to buy a laundromat. Would it make more sense for me to get a mentor who has successfully purchased one and is running one, or one who has attempted and failed multiple times to walk me through that process?
I would like to hear from both. to see what not to do and what to
Which
do.
one would you listen to first?
She asked you a specific question. It's one or the other, left or right, blue or red. Please.
Of course, I'm gonna choose the one that's successful, but
all right then.
Wait, time out. My God, with the I don't know what kind of bird that is. Your profile page says the truth on it. Who sounds soft? Because at the end of don't start with me because I'm really on that energy. At the end of the day, the white man's still your dad. So please, do not start with me.
Your name is Red Pill Rescue _Alpha. There is no reason that Shan should ever give you any type of attention.
You know what? No, I actually want to give him. I actually want to give him some attention. Because we'll talk.
The attention his mama didn't give him?
We will talk about soft as a collective group. If you want to, I mean.
I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna go down unless you want to. I can turn on the coon knob. It's.
I mean, Steve is right there. We could definitely go there.
Yeah.
I can start with. I could turn on the coon knob.
We got something for you.
Yeah. Any other person except for K is, man. Kevin Samuels feel like he's a great guy. He has some points I didn't agree with all the time. But I feel like he was a plus for the black community. He wanted black people to be together.
No, he did. If you want black people to be together, you would lead by example. Kevin Samuels didn't give a fuck about family. He couldn't even maintain his.
Y'all talk about all the later stuff that Kevin Samuels was talking about, but none of you niggas never get on this God's green internet, Beyonce or Al Gore's internet, talking about when he was trying to get y'all to dress and act appropriately when he initially started his platform. Y'all never bring that up. The fact he told y'all you should wash your ass before you leave the house. You should get a 3-piece suit in multiple different colors and be fashionable and smell good. You should learn how to talk to women respectfully. Y'all don't never want to bring that part up, but you will bring up when he was dragging black women through the mud, which, by the way, I have to blame those black women. Y'all should have never been over on that man platform. Soon as you found out he was a fool, you should have left. But niggas love entertainment, right? But I never hear Kevin Samuel fans, people that are part of the Nigalations crew, talking about when he was trying to hold black men accountable. Y'all didn't start glazing him until he started dragging black women, which also tells me that you're disingenuous and you don't really care about what that man was actually saying.
And this is where I try to get y'all. His advice towards black men and black women was valid. Every critique was valid. And it's the thing, like, y'all act like, oh, that's some type of gotcha. No, it's not. What he said to those men was valid, extremely valid.
On a one-on-one
basis.
basis.
What you led with.
On a one-on-one basis, what you say can be valid. But when you start painting black women as a monolith, nigga, that's not valid.
He did not paint black women as a monolith.
I got you. Watch it. I got you. I got one statement that paints them as a monolith, and he said something that was just a diss. I got you right here, because this is what he said. He said the biggest threat to the black woman is the what, Marcus?
He said the biggest threat to the black woman is what?
Is the Mexican woman, because she can cook and she more submissive. That right there, you just painted all black women. That's what you did. As a monolith, to be beneath Mexican women. That right there.
I don't like that statement.
I'm sorry. But don't say that he didn't paint them as a monolith. The moment you say that, you are not for black family.
No,
you're not for black family. Oh, Lord, please. God damn, boy.
This is a black people problem. Y'all don't want black people to have bad taste.
Paul. No. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he said. Bad takes. He knew what he was saying, bro. You gotta stop giving people. You gotta stop giving people grace. You gotta stop giving people grace, right? That say stupid stuff like, because he knew what he was doing. He said, "Do you know what the biggest threat to the black woman, the black woman, nigga? The means definite, right? The black woman is the Mexican, because she is more submissive and can cook." So now what you have done is you have painted black woman as a monolith to be beneath the Mexican woman because she more submissive, she can cook, she's nicer, and all them negative stereotypes that y'all that niggas try to come out and say. He never said what? I can pull up the clip, man.
Pull up the clip. I want to see this come out of his mouth.
You said you like him. Why you don't know about his entire library, sir? That's the other crazy part.
And then not only that,
y'all don't even know half of what the rhetoric is.
Not only that, the nigga said that we should advocate for men on men relationships because our women not giving us what we want. That sounds like
he did not say that. He did not say that.
And that's how I can tell you didn't start at the beginning of this life.
Kevin Samuels, bussy popping. Kevin Samuels says we should advocate for men and men relationships.
It's the oppositional defiance disorder for me, y'all.
All right.
Just look up the clip.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me add to stage. Because not wrong. I would never say this. I don't care how. If I was in a date market, I would never spin it to be anything like that. It is not that bad for me to be trying to get with a man. But if that's your truth,
I mean, respectfully, a lot of men like their homeboys, but they like women anyway.
If that's what you do, right?
It ain't even about playing with each other's joysticks. It's literally because niggas like hanging out with their homeboys. They don't actually like women. They don't like being in community with us. They don't like talking to us. They don't understand us. They don't like the way our brain work. They don't like the way that we enjoy each other, enjoy time with each other. They do not like being around women.
Should we do a live? Should we do a live on the dead man of all his bad takes? Because I would have no problem doing that.
You pay off all your kids and future kids college funds if you do that.
You told me about that lay with another man take. I want to see that one.
You don't hear no colonizing. Oh yeah, laying with a man take, right? Because you shouldn't even play around like this. Let's get it.
Man, that's literally it.
So are you saying you want the black race to die out in that case? Because if that's it, no women, or would it be better for him to go make a shade of brown?
You make a point. The shade of brown is better than nothing.
That's all I'm saying. We need to start advocating for men who want to be with men. I understand the impulse, brothers. I do. But our women are not showing us. I don't care what they say. What are the women showing? That's the ultimate thing. Are the women showing what they're saying? And I don't see it.
Oh, so what do you think about that?
What do I think about that?
Yeah, we need to advocate for men on men relationship because our women are not giving us what we want. I understand the impulse, brother. I understand. I don't understand the impulse.
I halfway agree, halfway disagree.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I do agree that if you are swinging that way, you need to, instead of trying to make it harder on women, you need to go ahead and swing the way that you want to swing. But I don't agree that we should be like,
So you halfway agree.
We're not getting what we want from a woman. If you like men, you don't like women. So, you know what I'm saying?
Marcus,
it's different.
Marcus, can I ask you something?
Hey man, y'all tap the screen and share the live and support the live go because this shit is crazy.
So, like,
this shit is crazy.
So, like, how did it taste, Marcus?
This
bro, chill out, bro.
This is no. I'm saying wait. I don't know what is the impulse. What you mean? You want some of your back end? Like what? Like you? I don't know.
What you want to tip?
Like what did you mean? You understand the impulse, brothers? I understand the impulse. What does that mean?
That's a sus line. That's a sus line. But again, I still agree. Hey, you need to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be with, dudes, go on be with dudes, man. It's cool.
It's not even about that, Marcus. It's not even about y'all having physical relationships with each other. A lot of y'all just prefer the company of your homeboys. It's as far as y'all are concerned, all we do is nag y'all. We're not submissive enough. We're not fit, fine, and feminine enough. We're not spicy Latina enough. We're not giving you enough falafel, Middle Eastern enough. We're not giving you enough taco, whatever it is. So it's not even about necessarily you all having a physical attraction to men. You actually only have a physical attraction to women. That's the only way in which many of you all are attracted to us is physically. Otherwise, if you all can spend your lives only coming to us for Hot Pocket, and then you don't have to talk to us, you don't have to be emotionally present, psychologically present, financially present. You absolutely would. It's called homoeroticism.
What work did he do? What work did he do? Because you talking about what the work he did was about black heterosexuality. Fam, the nigga was 2 times divorced. I don't listen. I don't take advice from losers. If you are a divorced man, that shows me you are a loser, right? You couldn't hold that. Pause.
All the time.
I don't know. You take advice from losers. No, I don't. I don't talk about relationships with single people, fam, or unmarried people.
Then who are you talking to?
I'm talking to married people. If I'm having trouble in my marriage, right, I'm gonna go to people that are married and say, how did y'all get over this problem? Or I'm gonna go to my family, because majority of my family is married to Black women. I don't even know what interracial relationships look like, right? So I'm gonna go to people that are married. If I was to go get relationship advice or marriage advice as a married man, right, I wouldn't listen to a freaking Kevin Samuels. I'd go listen to a Tony Gaskins, because he's been in 13 years of, or going past 13 years of marriage. I'm going to go talk to people that have been married and they've been through something, that not necessarily cheating, not necessarily something bad. I'm not going to talk to a divorced person, because all you could talk about is what went wrong, nigga, because you was wrong.
Stuff goes wrong in marriages, and it is okay.
Not all the time. So I'm gonna go to the people that win. Bro.
Yeah, people that don't leave their relationship.
You know what? I listen. I know what not to do because of King Solomon and what he did. Don't cheat. Don't. I'd go listen. You know, people have went through stuff, so you don't have to go through
it. Yeah.
Listen to King Solomon. He had so many hoes. What is you talking about?
Exactly. Don't cheat. Don't have so many hoes. Right. Don't get engaged in the pleasures of life. Be more conservative, because all he did was count those things in vain anyway. That's all he did. That's what he said at the end of his chapter.
Like sometimes you gotta sometimes it's better to leave their relationship. You got people in relationships, long-term relationships, that have only been there because they have the numbers is there. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for 17 years. Nigga finna move on now. No, you need to move on. You need to get out of it.
If you can, I don't believe in irreconcilable difference. Well, there's a whole umbrella. It's an umbrella. If the nigga cheated, cool, right? Like, or if she cheated, bye, right? Finances, you can work on finance. You stop being a quitter.
You can't work on finance.
Yes, the fuck you can.
No.
How the fuck you can't? Wait, time out. What man would ever say that he can't work on finances?
That's crazy.
No, you can't, because what if she doesn't know how to? What if she? I don't want to have my girl and a child. If she can't be disciplined enough to save money, then what use? It's a hole that's going down. If your man cannot discipline love for money.
Play something, Shannon. Because listen,
I want to say something too.
Oh, okay, go ahead, sis. And then I'm gonna play this little clip. It's only 59 seconds. Trigger warning. But go ahead, sis, and then I'm gonna play this. Kevin Samuels.
Thank you so much. I've been waiting for so long. About Kevin Samuels. Did he die and none of his family missed him?
I don't care if his family.
I don't know if his family. I don't need. Like, I wouldn't even go to. I don't know. I don't know.
No. But nobody heard from him after that. That's what I want to say.
I don't care.
I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious too. That you played that clip about the men on men relationship, because I'd never heard that. That was very hilarious. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Six Figure says she got the clip.
Yeah, let's see what the clip is.
This is trigger warning, y'all. I promise you. Lord. Okay, it's trigger warning, y'all. Okay.
Let's see what it is.
Ooh, Jesus. All right. How do you make your answer to make your child answer to the time you want to make? How do you make your answer to the time you want to make? I have to try to be get ready in general. Put her in classes, make sure she's smart, make sure she's got, put in that time to make her better. The question is, how do you make your child to that man? So, okay, person, how can you adopt? And this is a question all women have to think for themselves. How are my children benefiting you?
I can't understand.
I'm gonna leave it right there. Did y'all
I'm gonna be honest.
I barely could understand. So basically, if your child,
we don't need no dummy responding. Did y'all hear when he said?
no, we didn't hear.
We didn't hear.
Shut up, Marcus. What asset does your child bring to that man as someone you're dating or your or a husband? What asset does a child bring to a grown man? Number one, and number two, you telling the lady, if the child comes to you and said that he looked at her a certain way, that you're not supposed to believe her?
You gotta send me that clip because I do not.
God, bro, your ass. Like, wait.
Why you don't know?
Wait. Tom, I just got a question. I just got a question, fam. Like, I didn't gave you multiple clips to show you that this man is trash, or this man was trash, right? He was trash.
You gave me one clip.
That's all it takes is one. If somebody says
I
one
didn't pull up the Mexican clip, right? All right. Kevin Samuel.
How many clips does it take for you to make a determination?
Right? Dr. Umar says some wild stuff, right? I agree with
Dr. Umar trash too. Don't he got like 2 baby mamas?
He do got 2 baby mamas.
Yeah.
School still ain't up.
He has stuff that I agree. But does he say stuff that you don't agree with? Or do you?
Everybody says stuff that we don't agree with.
Look, we got this.
What we're talking about is when somebody says something that might as well be illegal or is disgusting overall. Sometimes just because they say good stuff doesn't mean that you should continue to listen to them.
I feel like having fun.
Being a loser mentality.
Nah, I feel like this is.
Hold on, Marcus, pause. Mark, pause for a second. I just. What's going on, man? You say we haters.
Yeah, how does it benefit Black people?
By telling them not to engage. How does what benefit what?
What y'all doing right here? How do you think that you're not Uncle Ruckus by tearing down another brother?
Well, how do y'all not think that y'all the white man by tearing down your sisters?
Well, you're moving like a white man, right?
No, y'all be moving like the white man.
You trying to
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, fam. You sound muffled. Brother, you sound muffled, nigga.
It's that track on y'all.
You sound muffled. I can't hear you, nigga. I'm telling you to put your phone next to your mouth. Big fat juicy motherfucker. I can't hear you, fam.
You being a coward.
Jesus, what the fuck? Bro, we cannot hear. I'm about to crash out. I can't hear you, fam. Nobody can hear you. I cannot hear you, bro. I can't hear you. Holy shit. I cannot hear you, bro. Nigga, I can't hear you. Oh my god, this old nigga, yeah, bro. Nigga, your voice sound like how your dick small. That's how low your D is right here, nigga. That's what your voice sound like, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
You just wanted to argue with another man because you ain't
Because
got
he's
attention in your
because he's
personal life.
stupid. I'm literally telling you I can't hear you. You ain't seen your pecker since you came out your mama's womb. What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
Let's try this again.
It's the smooth brain behavior for me. Right.
Put the microphone up to your mouth. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, my nigga. Thank you. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. We can hear you. I tried to shut up. I tried to tell you that I couldn't hear you, bro. That's all I was trying. I tried to tell you that your mic was low 15 times. That is what I was doing. But you kept talking and we couldn't hear you, bro. You sound muffled. Okay, now unmute your mic. I will mute mine and you can talk. You get it all off your chest. Oh my God.
He yelling at himself in the car right now.
Want to talk?
Bro, you gotta unmute your mic. Thank you. There you go. There you go. Y'all mute y'all mic. Go ahead, brother.
See, now you would never talk to me like
Yes,
this
I
in real
would.
life.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I really would.
Real rap. I will put hands on you.
I would love that. I would love. Yes, I know aggression. Yes, aggression. Emotional black men. Yeah, aggression. Aggression. I got you. But yes, I got you. Understood. Got. You wouldn't do nothing. Oh.
But you can't answer the question.
What was the question? What was the question? Oh, it helps black women. It helps black women. It helps black women. So if you can't ask, you gotta ask me one question and then ask another. Shut the fuck up, right? If you would be quiet for a second, I can answer you, nigga. It benefit black women, nigga. Who said that I was on you nigga side, right? After all the stuff that y'all done said online about your own sisters, I'm supposed to be on you nigga side. Fuck you.
So you're not on black men?
No, I'm not on the niggas with microphones side, my guy. All y'all niggas do is run your mouth. Who said that I was on? Pause. I'm doing a whole bunch of things. Don't mute him again. I mean, because he's gonna crash out, right? So
how does this benefit the black community?
It benefits by. Do you want to know what I've done? Do you want to know what I've done? Do you want to know what? Do you want to know what I've done? Do you want?
How is this conversation?
I'm so. How is this conversation? Yeah, by exposing what he said. By exposing what he said. By exposing the hypocrisy. By exposing the hypocrisy. By exposing the hypocrisy, you gonna keep screaming like a bitch. By exposing the hypocrisy that was coming out his mouth, saying that he wasn't worthy enough to be listened to. That's why.
Just have you slaved as a black man.
Would you say what?
He saved more marriages than you.
Oh, he said he could, but he couldn't save his own. He couldn't save. I actually have. But I've saved black women's lives. I've saved black women's lives. I've saved black women's lives. Everything is said. Oh Lord, everything is said.
And he did more for the black community than you,
bro. No, he hasn't. He did more destruction. He did more destruction to the black community than he did good. What are you talking about?
That's a crazy.
He did more destruction to it. He did more destruction. How do you paint your own group of women? Shut the fuck up. God damn, these fat lights. Damn, be quiet for a second. All right, bro. So that's not going to be an intelligent conversation. Right there is why we got conquered.
Absolutely.
Right there is why we got conquered. Because dumbass niggas keep running their fucking mouth. That's why. That's why you're a conquered race of people. That is why you're a conquered race. That is why you're conquered. I'm gonna tell you what he did. What is the benefit? You're gonna ask me a 10,000 questions. I can't even answer one because you're still screaming. And then I'm the emotional one, fam. You wouldn't put your hands on nothing. You're gonna scream. You can't even have a balanced conversation, but you're screaming. But I'm emotional. You and your feelings about a nigga that's dead. Nigga, you still here. Worry about your life. Heck is you talking about? Nigga, I'm exposing what the stuff he was saying. Nigga, it's conversation. If you can't handle it, don't be part of the conversation. That boy came up here, his mic was muffled. I'm over here trying to tell him to mute his mic. I'm sorry, to lift, raise up the volume or something. I tried 10,000 times. He come up here screaming and it's mute. Because you won't talk, because you won't shut up. Would you like to come back up and actually have a conversation, or are you gonna scream again? Watch this, y'all. He gonna prove my point. I'm gonna bring him up one more time, bro. I'm gonna bring him up one more time. He ain't gonna control himself. I'm gonna bring you up again. I'm emotional, but you keep screaming. Watch this. Go ahead, bro. Come on. Come scream again. Don't ask me a question and then not let me answer it. That nigga is literally a crash out. You wouldn't say nothing to me, but I slap the shit out you. You want to talk about choppers? We can talk about choppers too. Like, I don't understand. You got y'all niggas be talking tough on the internet, boy.
Shan, does he not understand that what he just did actually puts him in grave danger? Because if you decided to clip that particular part of the audio and the authorities were able to locate him, he would then be taken away from what I am sure multiple children.
He can't. No. Pause, Chris. See, that's what I'm talking about. So here you go. Ask me your questions. And let me respond. Ask me your question and then let me respond. Don't give me 10,000 questions. Don't crash out. Don't yell. Be a calm, collective, assertive black man.
With ad hominems.
Ask the question, brother. Ask the question.
I said, what does this do for black people? And you chose to.
Thank you. Stop. What does this do for black people? Stop right there. I'm going to answer your question. Stop talking. Thank you. What is this doing for black people? Holy fucking shit. What is this doing for black people? So do you want me to respond to you, or you gonna keep talking? All right, see, there you go. But you got it. You have a good one. Have a good one, nigga. Have a good one. Cynthia G was right sometimes.
He tried to help you, damn it.
I don't understand, bro. You gonna ask me a question, and then I can't answer it, and you come up here screaming. You are a baby. How am I supposed to give you an answer when you won't let me answer, nigga?
I say worse than a toddler, honestly.
Oh my God, boy. He gonna come up here and just scream. You kept screaming. Yeah, that's an emotional man. I get it, nigga. Hey, but hey, listen. Kevin Samuels gone, and he said a lot of bad stuff, and we can talk about it. So again, you said, what does this do? So again, at least y'all can't say I'm emotional. I wasn't screaming. I didn't come up. They be y'all older men that be trying to act like y'all really tough. Yet you'll run from that white boy, and you'll bend to that white boy's will every time. Stop playing with me. Don't go. I can go full coon if you want it. So nigga, no, I'm not. I don't care about you red pill podcast niggas. I'm not on your side, nigga. What are you talking about? You see what the thing is called. Black men, when they talk about black women, that's what you look like right there. That's what you look like. You look like Samuel L. Jackson and his character from freaking Django. That's what you remind me of every time. So nigga, shut up. Talking about this nigga did more harm than good. And then you know what? He started this. Well, Tony Gaskin started the whole relationship thing. But then Kevin Samuels came behind Derek Jackson. Then Kevin Samuels came, but Kevin Samuels took it in a different direction. And then a whole bunch of soft, dusty black men came behind him. A whole bunch of ugly, bald-headed, milk dud, beard-having men, stanky, musky, ugly men came up behind him to start talking about women. You niggas wasn't even getting women. You weren't getting women. Stop. But now y'all wanted to use your own group of women as a tool for money and fame and fortune. That's what you niggas are. You are a pulpit pimp. You are a YouTube pimp. You are a TikTok pimp. You are a podcast rhetoric. You hate black women pimp, nigga. That's what you are. So please stop. And that is the type of niggas that I be addressing. If you would just shut the fuck up sometimes, right? I could have answered your question, but you kept talking and screaming like a baby. Go back in your mama's womb and try it again. Nigga, go suck on the titty.
No, a loser.
God damn. Come up here screaming, but then talk about you a man. Nigga, you ain't no goddamn man, boy. You know, goddamn man. Go bow down to your white daddy. Nigga.
See what I mean about people learn $13 and $20 and $50 words, and then they try to come in conversations they ain't got no business being in.
What have I done? What is this doing?
Obfuscate, ad hominem. Do you understand what the fact?
He wouldn't even let me say what I've done. He won't even let I could have some women come up on my behalf and say what I've done. You ain't never. When the last time you got a woman out of an abusive situation? When the last time you brought awareness to a story and that person thank you for that? When the last time you did that, fam? But everything pandering, everything for a reason. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep calling us out for the things that we do. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Go bussy pop with them other men. No, I'm not talking to you no more, fam. I tried talking to you. You're an emotional man. Nigga, are you mixed? Because it's probably
dysregulated.
I'm a drop.
Go ahead, have a go.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. You have a good one. Oh, probably now. Oh, now he want to talk. Nigga, please. You wouldn't say that to my face, man. What? You wouldn't even be. I can't get myself yeeted off yet. You talk fresh and bang. Soft ass nigga. Fuck out of here. No, but Marcus, no. But Marcus, no. But Marcus, no. I'm in H-Town, nigga. Let's stop the cap.
Yeah, I'm a Memphis nigga myself. So my thing is, right, like I don't make
that makes it all make sense.
I know what you saying. It makes sense, man. That don't make
Hey, look at look. He about to be another statistic. An angry black man. No, not you, Marcus. Not you, Marcus. I'm addressing the little boy in the comments. An angry black man.
All I'm saying is, right, is there room for critique?
Nope.
When we talking about black women?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Thank you, the black woman.
No, it ain't no room.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm just playing. It's room for critique. I think you can only critique the women that you dated, and you can critique yourself.
I love me a black woman. I'm dating me a black woman right now.
Is there any? Okay, I got you. Is there any room for me as a black man to critique black men?
Yeah, of course.
So what is wrong with? So what is wrong with me doing it?
I'm saying what you're doing wrong.
So why is old buddy? Why is the little softy mad? Why do black men get mad when I critique us?
Because some of those critiques we feel that are coming out of. I feel like you over critique somebody, and then that's where it's like, oh damn.
Where's the over critique?
We're tearing down black people by doing this.
Okay, so if you say if they're on the other side talking about weed, bonnets, lashes, and nails, and the black woman lost her image, and this, that, and the black women are mean, loud, masculine. But then I flip it to say, hey, black men, you're colonized. You're the weakest group of men on the planet. You're third place when it comes to white men and Asian men, right? You're one of the brokest groups. You suffer from poverty, and you can't even protect your own women. If I start saying that and start looking at history of how that how that actually has been the case, right? What then? If I say that you're a conquered race of men, is that bad? You are.
It ain't bad. It's the truth, but the thing is about that is you're not just including black men. That's black women in general too. They were conquered. They were pillaged. They were doing this.
Why though? You couldn't protect your own group of women. You can't even protect your own group of women today. You think I like saying what I say? Like, you think I get off on it or something, or what?
I don't think that's the case though.
All right then. So as a black man, and I'm saying it, it's time for us to get equal smoke. If you're saying harm on one side, then I can bring the fire back to us.
Harm is coming from black men. That's the thing.
You say what?
The thing is, most of the harm to black women is coming from black men.
Yeah.
That's statistically what's happening.
So who do I address? Okay, time out. Thank you. So as a man, who should I address more? Men or women? when it comes to anything.
When it comes to anything.
Overall, think about the question. Overall, which gender causes more harm?
The black man.
Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't need you following me, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. My bad, not you, bro. Block that nigga.
This is the thing. I said on that subject, we have to talk to black men. On the subject of other stuff, it has to go down through subject. It gotta go through subject on why we feeling the way. And sometimes it's just a mutual understand. It's a mutual misunderstanding of what's going on. Now that subject that's different. That's not that there's nothing that we can like get around that. We are hurting our women more than anything else. That's something we have to address.
So I find that hilarious. So if I'm addressing men and their rhetoric of what comes out their mouth, and I'm viewing you as a sambo because you never have anything good, is that bad? That's what you are.
I need you to repeat that.
If all we do, which is literally all we do, is sit on a panel and talk about what we don't like about black women, is it not acceptable for me to then call you a sambo? Because that's what you fucking sound like.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So if I say, so look at the prompt. The prompt shouldn't even be triggering, but it is, because black men have this innate, I guess, desire to talk about women all day. So it says black men, when they talk bad about black women, this is what I call you, a fucking sambo. And not only that, you never say anything good. Never. You never hear Anton Daniel say anything good. You never hear Angry. I don't even know if Angry Man is black. But you never hear Angry Man say anything good. You never see Mr. Let Go say anything good. You got David Cooley from Mr. No Fugazi, who's actually Fugazi. How do you say single mothers are for recreational use while at the same time going with the white man's leftovers? You're literally going to the white man's leftovers. She was a single mother of 2, and you playing stepdad. But it must have been black single mothers that are for recreational use. Oh, but then he tried to spin it to be like, well, I got custody of my daughter and all this, that, and that, so I'm in a different bracket of man. Stop.
Yeah. I mean,
okay. And then you got.
I agree with some of the stuff they say, but like not all of it. Like I'm not.
Hey, man, the moment I see that you're a hypocrite, that's it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. But if you're saying one thing, you gotta walk that path.
Is it safe? So is it safe to say that black men? So you know, have you ever seen a panel on the background where men are saying no one can check the black woman or correct the black woman? Yeah, I got you. 3 times, yeah. I got you. No one can correct the black man.
Yeah, I think that we got a little bit of a chip on our shoulder about that.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what I say. If I reverse the rhetoric and call us out saying, hey, we're doing some trash over here, niggas gonna get mad. Niggas gonna get mad, fam. Because that's what they do. They get mad. They start crying. You will say now I'm a sambo. Shit, it might be that Barack Obama. She know his wife. You got divorce rumors going on. I guarantee if it comes out to be true, I'm going to cover it and say, damn, even the first black president is a no good black man.
I would
did his wife dirty.
Yeah, I don't want to speak on other men's relationships. And
I will speak on your when these
you spoke on Kevin Samuel's marriages.
I will speak on your relationship when I see that you're not living how when you put on the front. I will.
Yeah, but I'm not here to I'm not here to tear down.
I'm not gonna say nothing yet. But I'm saying if it does come, I hope not. I really want the best for Obama and Miss Michelle. But I'm just saying, if it comes out, I'm gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna look at this. This is the black man's legacy of reaching the White House. Couldn't even keep his D in his pants in there. they still gonna get mad at that. No matter where we go, we cheat.
Yeah, but that's not a specific black man thing. That's white people too. The man that's in office.
Don't bring white people. Don't bring white people into a black person's conversation.
We have to.
Why? Why we gotta bring?
Because I feel like sometimes we do critique black people when white people are doing the exact same thing, and we don't be like
what
they got to do with the
it got everything to do with us.
No, in this context, it does not, and that's where y'all be getting up. Y'all are worried about what white people are doing when we have stuff at our kitchen table that we need to be handling. That's where y'all be having the game effed up. You're trying to compare us to people that aren't really truly like us, spiritually, emotionally, financially, etc. That ain't really our business. Yes, we can have a one-to-one nuanced conversation about American sociological marital behavior, but in general, as it relates to the conversations that Shan be creating, and as it relates to the conversation between black women and black men, how do white people govern themselves has nothing to do with us. That's part of the reason why we're in the situation. I'm gonna finish talking because Marcus, you done already racked up 45 minutes out of an hour. So
you were here too.
And I didn't talk the entire time either. I chose to engage in a way that makes sense. I jump in when I had something thoughtful to say or funny to say. Meanwhile, you have been midnight marauding through your conversation the entire time that you have been here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to land my plane real quick because I know that your attention span is real fucking short and it's going to be hard for you to really receive. Very simply put, white people business is not our business. We don't need to be worried about how they carry on in their marriages and in their social relationships and in their finances. We need to be worried about what black people are doing. Part of the reason why we're in the situation we're in right now as a country is because black people keep minding white people's business. Their marriages, their money, their economics, how they govern with their kids, how they deal with other races of people, how they run these states and the rest of this country. We should have been pulled out mentally, emotionally, spiritually out this country. But that's a different kind of conversation. That being said, if you're going to continuously, as a black man, I understand it's hard to hear certain things from your people, especially from your brothers and from your sisters. But if you are going to continue to backpedal P-pop and Watusi, every time somebody tells you what you're doing is not healthy, what you're doing is not helpful to yourself and to your community, what you're doing is not helpful to your counterparts, you are in fact a part of the problem. And instead of naming yourself after Marcus Garvey, who would be very unproud of some of the things that you have said on this panel tonight, you really need to be calling yourself Huey P. Newton. And people say, well, why would you say Huey P? Because Huey P and a lot of the Black Panthers was popping that shit, but it was also popping the black women that was within their group. So if you really want to go here with us, Marcus, I need you to do your Googles and I need you to read a little bit faster, a little bit harder, and comprehend before you start talking to everybody about things that you clearly don't understand. You have spent majority of this panel defending stuff that is indefensible, trying to make it seem quote unquote even. Kevin Samuels should not be your God. You don't need to defend that man. You was doing everybody the entire time you've been up here. You was who was the anti-person that Shan was talking about made that weird ass quote? Well, he didn't say directly to get rid of the black women, but he implied it. You've been back.
He did not imply it.
And at the end of the day, here's the reality. Marcus, let me ask you a real low-level question. What is your monthly overhead, sir? Clock it.
My monthly overhead? You talking about how much money I make?
No, how much you spend.
How much I spend?
How much do you spend a month to govern your household? Are you governing your household? Or are you a dependent?
Next to nothing.
You spend next to nothing, so you're a dependent, correct?
No, I'm not a dependent. I just don't spend next to nothing.
How do you spend next to nothing to govern the household? Show us all the way since you got it.
Because I own my home. It's been passed down.
Got you. So you actually inherited wealth from your family. Do you think that your family was able to maintain or obtain that wealth by behaving the way that you have on this line? And being obtuse as fuck?
Obtuse? No.
And let me ask you an even more important question. Did you inherit it from your father or from your mother?
I heard it from my father and my mother.
And who got it before them?
His father and his mother.
Got you. So you got multi-generational wealth in your family. But you think that it's intelligent, it's thoughtful, it's considerate, it's helpful to be up here defending people who are basically saying to get rid of black women.
No, that's not what he said.
Listen. I don't even like. We done with it. Yes. We gonna let Jada speak. Yes, ma'am.
I just
the only thing I wanted to add with Marcus and what he said, because when he said we need to take what white people are doing in consideration, I think that's very stupid, because white people didn't even take you into consideration when it came to the Constitution or rights. Like, white people did not give a fuck, well, did not give a damn about you and what you had going on when it came to actually treating you like a human being. But all of a sudden, we need to follow in their footsteps. Make it make sense. Those footsteps.
I never said follow in their footsteps.
But
I
you
said
just
we
said
need
we
to pay
should-
attention
you
and keep
literally-
an eye
you
on
literally
white people.
just said, hold on.
Because
you
the thing
literally
is,
just said,
when
can you stop
we
talking to me?
historically,
Please,
when
please,
black
please,
people
please,
leave their
please.
stuff alone and mind their own business, they still get
Anyway,
meddled
like
by
I was
white
trying
people.
to say, you literally said,
Historically,
why are we not going to look at the
mind
white
their own
people or what
Pause,
they're doing?
pause, pause. It's too many voices. Go ahead, Jada. Can you restart the sentence, please?
I was gonna say, he literally said, let's look at the white people and they're doing, like, trying to compare it to us. And it's like, what white people works for them does not work for us. I don't know what's not clicking with him, but it's like they could do it because they didn't have oppression, they didn't have racism, they didn't have everything under the book. But you want to compare us to people that does not live in our shoes, does not live in our footsteps, does not live how we live. So it kind of makes no sense to compare yourself to somebody that doesn't even look at you as human. It's really absurd to me, if we're being honest.
Let's try to get it back to the point. Wait, Mark, I will let you respond to her in a second. I really just want to get back to the point. Big Lee, what's going on? Or B Lee.
What's good, family? How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. What about yourself?
Man, just out here keeping the teams even. That's all. Interested in y'all conversation. It's an interesting prompt that you saying that's how we look.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, I might be a little bit older than everybody on this panel, but that's neither here nor there. I think it's all right that we're able to critique each other. It doesn't have to devolve into, a finger pointing scenario. We have to be able to critique each other to get better. There's no way to advance any of our causes if we can't critique the performance either way. But it seems like every time I see one of these conversations, it's just like, all right, we're going to point all the fingers at black men, or we're going to point all the fingers at black women. We both have equal complaints about each other, but we don't want to take each other serious because we're like, well, you did this to me. Well, you did this to me. I mean, what are we doing?
So most people aren't actually given a critique.
What do you mean?
Most people aren't critiquing based on the definition of critiquing alone.
It's a thinly veiled critique. It's more of a complaint. It may not be a critique. It's a complaint, but the complaints are valid, and to think that people are crazy because they have a complaint. There's still a complaint, and it's there. It's universal.
Let's test our complaints. What do black men complain about?
We complain collectively about, let's say, I heard bonnets, eyelashes, hair, stuff like that from the man's side. We complain about our women not being as feminine as we would like them to be. Aside from that, those are the primary complaints I hear from the black man's side.
So weaves, bonnets, lashes, nails. There's a whole natural black woman movement that's going on where black women are actually moving away from a lot of those things. But the problem is, we know for a fact that we like the aesthetics, because if you didn't like them, you wouldn't keep fucking sleeping. I'm sorry, cursing. You wouldn't keep sleeping with them. So we're saying that we don't like something, but yet you're not standing on your morals and your codes that you claim that you have, because you keep entertaining those type of women. And it's not you. When I say you, I'm speaking in general. They keep.
Yeah, no, for sure. I trust me. I'm not one of them people that gonna get caught up in generalizations.
Yeah.
Hit dog to holler, and if you ain't hitting me, I'm not gonna holler at you.
So a lot of the people that's saying that are still sleeping and have been caught sleeping with those women, but then talking about low body counts and being reservative and things of that nature. So they're not even standing on business about what they don't like. Okay, so I'm not going to give them a cop out. Well, I will sleep with you and all that. No. You like what you saw. Okay, but my thing is, if you don't like black women with lashes, weaves, and bonnets, you're not coming across lashes, weaves, and bonnets each and every day. So why won't y'all talk to the women? Why won't they talk to the women that's not wearing those? It's the truth is they see what they like, but she's wearing that, and they wish that they could conform that woman until into his ideal mindset of what a woman should be or how she should dress and things of that nature. It's just like dating. A whole bunch of us men can say that we was hurt by a woman before, and every time we get with a woman, the relationship end bad. The same way we say to women to choose better is saying you are the common denominator in all your relationships. So us bussy pop, I'm sorry. So us sitting on a panel crying and complaining about our bad dating experiences and talking about it's the black woman's fault. No, don't say it's the black woman's fault. Why we keep choosing the wrong woman? If we gonna tell her to choose better, then why can't we look at ourselves first and be like, why do you keep getting a bad woman, fam? Because a wife's not hard to find. You make it hard to find. Most people make it hard to find.
Hey, I'm married, so I'm not in the dating scene anymore.
Same.
And here's the thing. I know, everybody will claim their youth, but I know when you're younger, you chase things that you think look desirable until you find out that they're not. And the prevailing winds right now is that some of the things that black men are complaining about are prevalent. So you take the options that are available. Yeah, they could absolutely look harder. They could do that. But we're men. You know what it is, and it doesn't matter at 1 o'clock in the morning if it's eyelashes and BBLs and bonnets and whatever. It don't matter then.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to who I'm gonna walk down the aisle, who I'm choosing to build a life with, it does matter. And I think we're talking, from that standpoint of if I wanted to choose somebody to be with for the rest of my life, I want them to be this. Because the one thing that I will throw out there, because I hear a lot of people speaking about, have you healed yourself? Have you done this? Have you done that? And this is the thing that I want for black women to gain their power about their beauty. If you're really going to do some healing, I want you to take 2 months. Don't get no weave. Don't do no lashes. Leave the makeup alone. Fall in love with yourself as who you are so that you can choose better. And we need to do the same on our side.
That's so here's the problem. I think we're still missing the psyche. And let me explain. Somehow in our minds as black men, we have thought or we are thinking that black women as a collective group, because they are putting on makeup, or if it's even a collective group, makeup, weave, lashes, bonnets, nails, and all that other stuff, they're doing that out of insecurity. That is what we have conformed in our mind, that what they're doing, their enhancements or whatever, that somehow is that their low self-esteem, that they lost esteem within themselves and that they don't feel confident within themselves, right? That is their choice. And a lot of them feel confident without it on or with it on. Bro, let's just face the facts. Some women just like wearing makeup and they do makeup. Some women just like wearing weave and they wear weave. Some women just like wearing lashes and they wear the lashes. So it's like they do stuff because they want to. We keep thinking that women do stuff for our attention. Sometimes a woman just do it because they getting the attention of other women, or they just want to do it for them.
Doing that stuff for it's not even for us. The majority of men that I'm around don't like it at all. But because for the guys that I know that are still single, that's the option they have.
But brother, I was answering I was critiquing what you said by you saying that you would challenge them to not wear weave for 2 months because to show them their natural beauty. What I'm saying, black women are confident in the weave without the weave, with the bonnets without the bonnets, with the nails without the nails. They do that stuff because they want to do it. They don't do it for the attention or validation of men. They do it because they want to, and they haven't lost no self-esteem as a collective group at all because of those things. But somehow in our psyche, we have rationalized that to say that black women have, or they don't have no high self-esteem because they wear weave and because they wear lash. If that's the case, apply it to the Caucasian woman. Caucasian women wear extensions. A lot of men will never know. It's been plenty of women that wear, white women that wear wigs, but you can't tell until, I mean, make it blend in real good. And she get home, take that mug. I'm just saying this stuff is everywhere, but they have not lost a self-esteem, or they don't, it's not that they don't feel confident about themselves. They just like doing it.
I get it. They're doing it by themselves, right? This is something that they're doing. But if we're telling them a personal preference that we like and enjoy, I feel like
only pursue women that fit your preference.
That's all I was saying.
Change ourselves. We're not trying
well, that's exactly what.
Well, Tom, actually, Marcus, that is an argument that's being presented in the space, and I'll let you answer, Marcus. That is an argument that's being presented in the space. Actually, we are telling black women, we hold panels that literally say this: black men love black women, but don't like black women. And then they gaslight and they get the women to come in, right? And they discuss what they don't like. And they actually say, we need y'all to fix these things so we can like you again. What kind of shit is, if you don't like it, don't fuck with it. Point blank, period.
Like you said, it's a generalization. A lot of black women are doing these things. Lashes, it's like, okay, it's like that's the norm. Like, we don't like that shit. And we keep telling y'all,
go to the white woman.
You look better without it.
Then you need to pursue those of us who don't do that.
But it's most of y'all.
It's not most of us. And that's what's also so very crazy to me, is that you don't want us to hyper generalize black men, but that you'll turn around and hyper generalize us. Most of the women that I know that wear weaves also wear their hair natural, also straighten their hair. Some of them relax it, some of them don't. I personally cut my hair off, and I don't do relaxers, but occasionally I might do a little straightening out here and there, etc. The problem is, and this is also part of the dating conversation, is that everybody, not just the men, keeps trying to get folks to bend to their will. If a woman wears lashes and weaves and corsets and stuff, and she's got a BBL, don't pursue her. If a man is not a provider or not whatever, if a person don't fit your profile, don't pursue them. And part of what Shan was talking about is true. Respectfully, a lot of men, and it's not just black men, pursue women that they don't actually have any real desire for other than some hot pocket. But then you'll turn around and say, well, we don't like it when you put this on. We don't like it when you do this. But you won't pursue the women that actually fall into the category and the profile of the archetype that you claim that you really desire. And then we'll catch you walking around with what we consider, or by definition, a preference, and then get mad when we call it out. You don't have to like the weaves. You don't have to like the lipstick or the MAC or the NYX that we wear, or the nails, or anything of that nature. But overwhelmingly, I don't see black men running towards us black women that are wearing our hair natural and exactly how it grows out of our head as an afro. Overwhelmingly, I do not see black men running towards black women that do not have a certain body shape. Overwhelmingly, and this is my anecdotal experience, I'm not even generalizing as y'all as a total population. I'm just saying, that being a black woman from Atlanta and living in Atlanta, overwhelmingly, I do not see y'all walking around with no India Irie types. Nobody who is running around with their coils and locks and stuff like that. And the ones that do pursue us tend to be in the same sort of intellectual lane or spiritual lane as us. But the overwhelming majority of black men that I see in Atlanta have three types: white women, what we consider defined as preference women, who have a looser curl type and a certain body type and a certain skin tone or a certain texture, or they will be with brown skinned black women. So it's just, it's just very confusing to me. We constantly end up in this same place. Y'all act like there's not plenty of women that fit the profile of what you actually desire. But then y'all turn around and don't even pursue the women that you claim that you desire. We want you all natural. And that's also a gaslight and what is the word? I can't remember the exact term of it, but you'll say that you like one thing and then pursue something else and then try to gaslight what you claim was your preference, saying, well, no, you beautiful black queens, and
manipulation.
Y'all don't need this and y'all don't need this, that, and the third. But that's not what y'all be walking around with. That's not what y'all be getting married to. Every time I get on, what is it, Black Bride 1988 or Mona Luce or something like that, y'all be married to the same women. And I'm not saying that's all of you all, but a lot of times the women that you all pedestalize are not what you claim is your preference.
I'm gonna be honest with you. the women that have afros, that have locks, that have these things, these women are heavily pursued. Heavily pursued. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
So-
well, I obviously I'm not even going to say no, they're not, or yes, they are. I can't answer that.
All
I
I'm
have
gonna say
no
is that what I
idea.
see is not what's being said.
I
That's
have
all.
no idea. I have
What
what site or study all these women,
and even if we do,
all these women with locks that I be seeing, like it's just anecdotal. I don't even want to give an example. I don't even want to give an example. I'm done. I don't want to give no more anecdotal experience.
no, I'm gonna say as a woman that is actively out here dating, I see a lot of what is going on, and I'm not gonna say all 20-something million of black men in this country are all doing the exact same thing. But I'm just going to say anecdotally, from living in Atlanta and also having a lot of guy friends that I went to college with, a lot of these black gentlemen, okay, because we love y'all, but a lot of these black gentlemen, you say that you want one thing, but then you pursue the opposite or something totally different. It is very, very confusing.
Well, ma'am, you're in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, in Texas, I'm in
more black women that look like what you're talking about in Memphis than in Atlanta.
I'm in Texas, fam, and it get a little.
Been to Houston a couple times recently. See who the black men are.
Houston is crazy though. Let's be honest. But Houston is baby Atlanta. Best looking women had.
But y'all be trying to act like that's not the case.
Not too much, Big Lee. Not too much, Big Lee, fam.
And the further west that you go, the worse that it gets. Now, I'll say this as a person who's from the South. In the South, yes, more per capita, you're going to see brown skin and dark skinned black women and men together. Most definitely in the South, because we have a higher concentration of black people down here. But even when you go further west or go further up the eastern coast, we know what time it is. So, I get it. I hear you. But the reality is, and even from a media standpoint, we can take the general population out of it. Who gets pedestalized the most still, even in 2025?
An exotic woman.
We have to stop playing in people's faces. I am not overwhelmingly seeing
exotic
women with certain types of hair and certain body types being pedestalized, unless we are being sexually objectified.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all get these certain type of curvatures from like NFL players and fucking.
Wait, pause.
I'm talking about the men who work in social justice and in social work. I'm talking about men that work in tech. Baby, again, me being in Atlanta, being from Atlanta, I've been watching my city since I was a kid. There are men across the spectrum in different careers. I don't base my ideals around black people, around celebrity culture. I'm talking about the people that I interact with and engage with on a day-to-day basis, people that I went to college with or are part of these greater networking circles. And I see what happens when I go to networking events, especially in the tech industry, and see who the men gravitate towards and who they Watusi and P-pop about and be like, yeah, damn, shawty fine, shawty thick, so on and so forth. I see who they are talking to on an overwhelmingly consistent basis. So again, I'm not saying all, because I'm a statistician. I'm not stupid enough or obtuse enough to say all black men. No, it's not all black men. I'm not a dummy. But as far as what I observed in the dating pool, as far as my own personal experience, the experience of the women that I hang out with, the people I went to college with, the people that I go to church with, the people that I grew up with in my neighborhood, which is a fairly well-to-do black neighborhood in Atlanta, even whether you a light bright black man or you the most beautiful dark night chocolate, oftentimes they gravitate towards the same phenotype. Now, whether they end up being in a relationship with them or marrying them, okay, that's neither here nor there. That just depends. But generally speaking, there's a reality around who gets pedestalized in our community. And you're not going to gaslight me and confuse me, because I've been on the planet for 37 years. I've seen it consistently. It's been the same type of stuff. And more importantly, you right up the street. You are country cousins, right? You up in Memphis. Y'all probably per capita have more black women that are unambiguously black, but still run into the same issues of pedestalizing the same type of preference.
Nope.
Pause, because we was talking to the brother B. Lee, and then he didn't get to say nothing. But one thing I want to say, as a collective group, right, dark-skinned women are typically hated. And when I say hated, I don't mean like y'all are probably trying to do harm. I mean, they're just not chosen. They're just not, they're looked over. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why that is. Maybe colorism. That's the conversation we go down. But dark-skinned women, right, are typically not the first choice. Dark-skinned Black women. And I don't understand. But anyway,
I don't agree.
it literally.
Statistics don't point towards
all right.
because my wife is dark skinned, right? And I went to school in the South and grew up.
Yeah, shout out to Tuskegee.
Yeah, to you, right? So, and the people that I went to school with, she said she's 37, I'm 47. I got you by 10. And it was different for me coming up through my time. And I see the people that I went to school with and who they married and who they pursued. So maybe the dating world and how things have changed, with colorism and, these quasi celebrities and guys chasing the same phenotype and all of that stuff, maybe that has progressed further than what I thought it did. So I can't really speak on that because when I do, I have to speak from my own personal experience. And for me, my wife is a beautiful dark-skinned woman. And so ironically, my children are oddly colored. Like, it's wild.
Fair enough. But you also gotta remember, you went to an HBCU in Alabama, and I hear you, but I also went to a PWI in South Georgia. So we had a large Black population and an even larger YT population, and then also being connected to places like UGA, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Oglethorpe, Mercer University, etc. But also being respectful and mindful. I have family that went to FAMU. My cousin just graduated from Tuskegee, where you just went, etc. And yes, at our HBCUs, because of the nature of how we run those schools, yes, the colorism and the texturism is it is lessened, but it is not as if it is not there. And those of us that did go to large universities and live in larger urban areas like the Atlantas, like the Miamis, like the Houston or the Dallas or the Austin, like the New York, like the Charlottes, like the LAs, et cetera, the reality is that oftentimes a lot of that internalized anti-blackness is still pervasive. Like I said, it's not all Black men. I'm not going to say all Black men are participating in the Fulala, just like all Black women are not participating in the Fulala. But at the same time, we can't be obtuse and not pay attention to how the media has impacted our community and our culture, not pay attention to how obviously we know how our history in this country has impacted how we choose partners, how we see attractiveness, how we deal with featureism, et cetera. So that all I'm saying is let's not be obtuse and be crazy. Yes, we are so glad that UB Lee got a chance to be in a beautiful Black community and environment like Tuskegee University, and be able to have exposure and connection to people who look like you and have a similar background as you. But there is still some realities that have nothing to do with our celebrity culture in the Black community around how we all choose our partners and what we deem to be good, better, or best, or not be worth it. And on top of that, when we deny the existence of some of the things that I mentioned, we're denying the experiences of many of our dark-skinned brothers and sisters in our community, or even brown-skinned brothers and sisters in our community. So we can't act crazy and act like these things do not happen. Yes, it may not be a part of your anecdotal experience or even your wider community experience, but it is a problem in our community. We have been struggling with this for hundreds of years, and to act like it doesn't exist just because we don't experience it in our particular 6 degrees of separation is disingenuous, is disrespectful, it's unkind, and it is a form of erasure.
So yeah, hold on, brother, hold on. We got some new people in. SFR, you wanted to address the prompt, or we'll go ahead?
Hold on, can I just say one more thing? Yeah, I just want to say one more thing.
Not my SFR. Hold on, let him say one more thing.
I just want to say one more thing. Hey man, I take offense to that bald-headed, beard, musty, milk dud comment you made earlier. Don't think I was on here for that. And I'm like, damn, we talking about me like I got a bald head, beard, dark skin. I look like a milk dud. And damn, you threw me. I'm definitely not musty though. I just want to throw that out there. And you hit me with the ageism, the bald, like I don't have the hairline. You hit me with all the stereotypes about me specifically, and I don't fit none of them.
No. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man.
You are hilarious.
It's a certain demographic of men that I be coming for, such as Anton Daniels, Mr. Let Go, and Angry Man. All these dudes who wear a hat because they too afraid to show Anton Daniels show that milk dud all the time. I'm calling out they always have a look. Always look like a Ninja Turtle. But man, we can't act like there ain't no sharp bald headed men out here that actually, you know what I'm saying, ain't sharp. Morris Chestnut, you know what I'm saying. Women love Morris Chestnut. So, but these niggas don't be no Morris Chestnut, and then they want to talk about women all day. But go look at Billy. Am I lying? Go look at Mr. Let Go, and then go look at Anton Daniels, and you tell me if you wouldn't call them niggas ugly.
I watched some of their stuff.
Look at Anton, bro. Look at.
But I know where you're going with it, and
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at them. Yes, hey, we are grown men, bro. At some point, let's start calling it what it is. Okay, I ain't everybody's cup of tea. That's fine, but I ain't fat. I ain't bald headed. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6 feet. I'm not a 5 foot king. I don't understand. I'm just saying, it's a lot of niggas that know that they don't look like nothing, acting like they are something. Sit down.
But see, it's never been a basis of what we look like. Historically, it's been about what we could achieve and who we are and how we present ourselves. That's why Biggie was able to say, I'm black and ugly as ever, however, right? And it's the however in that statement that makes him who he was, right? I stay down to the socks, rings and watch, right? So the status of a man has never been based on his looks. It will
in today's when you talk about the podcast rhetoric, right? When you come out and say that you had a plethora of hoes, and then men that actually know women that actually get women, and you get challenged by older men, and we looking at you like you never had that type of pull, or we find out that you've been married to your high school sweetheart since you were 18 years old, right? Or your high school, and the way you look, bald headed, you're bald headed, you're fat. No, I'm saying I'm sorry, you're fat. You're built wrong. You have titties. Literally,
shut up, Shane.
I'm just being honest. You're not built right. You're not built right. So I know, and you know, that you never was that guy. You never had that pull.
Yeah.
And you've been married to your high school sweet. You got the one woman that you've been with since high school. Don't get on here talking about you that guy, and you been that guy. No, you not, and that you got a plethora of hoes. Like, he got checked. He got exposed by another man. By him saying that he got a plethora of hoes, right? What type of married man say you got a plethora of hoes, but then at the same time you say don't cheat? You never was that guy. Stop trying to be somebody that you never were. And when I look at Mr. Let Go, you were never that guy. When I look at David Cooley or Mr. Fugazi, or No Fugazi podcast. When I clock you on what you say, that you say, well, back then I really didn't have the confidence, but now, since I got money and since I made it on YouTube, a woman can't tell me nothing. Yeah, your pull and your finesse came from outside. That's why, we from Texas, and we got a saying, it's in you, it ain't on you.
Yeah, but
so
you know what I'm saying? In school, we used to deal with that in school. Guys that didn't have nothing, and then they would cross into a frat. And I am a member of a fraternity, but we saw it with guys. You didn't have nothing before them letters, and then all of a sudden, them letters made you. So I do understand where you're coming from. I had to check out them other guys. I just want you to leave this bald head alone.
Well, you know what, Billy? Let me also say this real quick about what we need to need folks to leave us alone around. Now, that being said, we was talking about the lashes and the hair and stuff earlier. I also need the men with dirty nails, with jaundice in their eyes, the yellow and the whites of their eyes, with Cheeto dust in the bottom of their teeth. I need all of them to stop as well, because we women are also dealing with certain things that we would not prefer. We would prefer for you to go get your toes done, sir, because your feet look like they've been on a plantation for as long as you've been alive. We would like for you all to cut your nails short enough so that we would care for you to actually touch on us and not mess up our pH or mess up this good moisturizer, this expensive moisturizer that I got to get for my skin. Or yes, wear some deodorant. Please drink some water. Do something other than coffee and surge and mellow yellows and fucking energy drinks. Take care of your liver. Get that little pudge off of the front of your stomach so we can get the other 2 inches that you got, because we ain't seen it since we met you.
What type of niggas are y'all dealing with?
This is who is outside.
How y'all all three had the same? How y'all had the same question at the same time in perfect unison, fam? How?
I'm just saying. These are the type of situations that we dealing with. You don't want all them weaves and them bust downs and them $500 wigs. You need to tell your brothers in them. Tell your cousins in them. Tell your brothers, your cousins, whomever. To file them nails down and get that dirt off from under them nails. I don't care if you're a mechanic. I don't care if you're a mechanic. I don't care if you're a
Hey man, can we get back to order, man? I know SFR trying to say something. I'm gonna leave. Hey, but Billy, out of respect for you, I will leave the bald-headed conversation alone until a bald-headed person try me.
Billy, pick up yourself. Billy, pick up yourself.
Now go ahead, SFR. Go ahead.
Yeah, blessed kings and queens, you know. Yeah, man, I love the conversation, you know. So I just wanted to join in a little bit and just give a, you know, one, two of my essence in this life on,
okay.
You know,
go ahead.
40 years in this life, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I respect the queen that, you know, share her views and everyone who share their views and everything. And I mean, everybody have a valuable point, you know, what they say and stuff, you know. But at the same time, we got to realize that at the end of the day, all of us have whatever we desire that we want. You understand? So we could have this discussion until thy kingdom come 20, how long? And, you know, at the end of the day, whatever each of us desire.
I had to mute my mic because God, this dude said Shabba. I had to mute my mic and turn the camera around on TikTok so they don't see me laughing, bro. YouTube, y'all got me weak. T, you sad, bro. Putting Shabba.
I think it's very sad, bro. That we realize in a society that's, you know, for the older people, for the people who born in a certain era.
See, okay, let me get myself together before I go back on camera.
Where we at today in the 20th century, in 2025. We just came from 2024, and we saw the changes in I mean, I'll give a perfect example. When we look at R&B back then, all we saw was just black kings with black queens dancing and having a blessed time and full joy in themselves. And then when you look at music today, you just see a whole different mixture of people. You understand? So this is what society wanted to introduce, because society wanted us to get out of all the man them loving up on the black queens. So society decided to just change around. They wanted to change around the whole genre and want, you know, black men, brown men, different color of men, you understand, just mix up with other different color of women, you understand, rather than just dancing up and mailing and mingling up with black queens, you understand? Because when you listen to Afro music, and you listen to R&B music, you can see how the black man is on the queen. And you could feel the love. You're not even in the video, but you could feel the love.
I can't stop laughing. I cannot stop laughing. The queens.
I'll give you guys another perfect example.
You need the queens. Listen, black woman. I just want you to know that you're a queen.
Who's an NBA.
Okay? See,
you know,
I could pander.
NFL. What you just name it?
I could pander. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could pander.
Who are they hating?
The black queens, you know, the black queens. You can do it no wrong. I should worship the feet, worship your feet and kiss you all on your cheek because you're black queens. You're black queens. Not queen, queens.
Because why?
Okay, you're the most beautiful thing walking on this planet. Okay, I need you to know.
You know what I'm saying? Building the community.
Oh, bro.
They don't want that.
This dude said shower. Y'all had me laughing like a motherfucker.
Just look for the, you know, the woman with the.
It's him saying queens is killing me, bro. It's funny.
Skin, the bleached skin, whatever.
Oh, you gonna keep talking?
I'm just saying, man. I just prefer my queens, man. Dark and beautiful, just like myself. You know what I'm saying? I might have a fantasy. Maybe I have a fantasy.
I like myself.
I want to try something different. But if I don't have that queen beside me, I'll try.
What the fuck? It say my live ended to an internet error. God damn, what the fuck? New strike added. How did I get a strike? Wait, what? for? What? Wait, what? I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even on camera. What are you talking about? How? How? What do you mean? I wasn't even on camera, bro. I had my mic muted. What do you mean? How? My bad. My bad. Yeah, Miss. Like, what do you mean, Miss? Like, how did I get a violation? I wasn't even on camera and I wasn't even talking. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? I wasn't even doing anything. Nasty work, fam. Nasty work, fam. That is nasty work. But it's all good. I mean, I don't be tripping, but I don't be tripping, but like it is what it is. We go. I mean, I should win that appeal. I should win that appeal. Hey man, I'm surprised none of y'all came up on YouTube, bro. I would have turned down the phone and turned it over and let the people handle it for a little minute. But shoot, man, listen.
What's up?
That was funny. I can't believe I got shut down. I wasn't even talking, and then they got me for something that don't even make sense. What was he saying, my black coons? I wasn't even talking, but it's all good, bro. We need to get back. We need to drop some more videos anyway. I think I'm gonna do a live about Trump next time on YouTube. Like, just like Trump been signing a whole bunch of stuff. Trump been doing a whole bunch, bro. Oh, let me take this off. I was like, man, how y'all get me? What I do? What did I do? Oh, yeah. Anyway, what else has happened on social media? Oh my God. Oh, 16-year-old high school basketball player is charged with simple battery after hitting two white players on an opposing team that allegedly called him the N-word. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sound justified. I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I don't understand. White folks. Listen. Hey, white folks. Listen, white folks. If you're going to call a black man a N-word, then be ready for that smoke. If you're going to call a black person the N-word, be ready to be yeeted. Squabble up. That's what you get. A Tennessee Republican proposes an amendment to allow President Donald Trump to run for a third term. Hey, man. Get your passports, get your money, get out. Get your passports, get your money, and get out, man. You know what's funny about me? Y'all know what's funny about me? Y'all, like, people be thinking that I'm against black men. I'm against black men and their rhetoric online. I'm not against black men that's standing on business, that's doing something productive. But I am against harmful online rhetoric. And when you say so, and I really just wish, like, sometimes before they come after me, bro, if you would just sit back and listen to what I'm saying, right? Regardless of the spicy comments, if you would listen to what I'm saying, bro, where I am addressing certain rhetoric, and I'm giving us back that equal smoke. Why you mad at that, bro? Y'all don't think that the dudes should be checked for what they saying? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Dang, bro, they got me. I just got banned, not banned like fully, like, but it's like, what? Oh man, come on. This is why I don't like talking. This is why I like talking to them dudes, bro, because they got me. How many strikes do I got? Like, let me see how many I got. Hey, bro, I got like 4 of them, bro. I think you need like 10 of them. It's all good though. Let me see. Is my other account working? Okay, so I can understand that. All right, that's the wrong one. Squabble up. Ha ha ha. We got our backup page for tomorrow. We got our Killmonger panel page up for tomorrow on TikTok. So I'll be straight. I get the live access back on that at 5 in the morning. It's all good though. Anyway, it's been fun. I need to go take a shower and head to bed, man. Y'all know I'm running off for 2 hours of sleep for the whole day. 2 hours. 2. So I did that 10-hour stream yesterday. And then I got up early in the morning and went to work. Been working. And came back home. Got on here. The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. Anyway, man. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be blessed and encouraged in Jesus' name, man. I'm out.